And a 34. I don't have a 34.
That's also very handy.
We'll just go. Surely that's on that list that we've just been sent.
Interesting. Hayden McMahon starting as a high half forward. He's been playing off the back line most of the year.
Yep.
Lining up on Chris Lynch, that'll be an interesting battle.
Yep. So Johnson did go to Gillies. Barnesy.
Umpire holds the ball aloft, and we don't have a 34 on their official team sheet either, so we'll have to find out. I'll send a message to find out who that is. Up they go. Vale and Banjanin. Vale wins it, knocks it down. Garner tried to take it with him, didn't do so. Jack Blood sends St Mary's in attack. Quick handball out there from Dobson. Johnson for Bell Park. Just steadies, tries to pick out his teammate, puts it in his ankles though instead of into his hands, and they'll cause a stoppage here. Umpire circling, have a ball up on the outer side.
Interesting. Johnson immediately zoning off there and getting in the way.
Did, yeah.
In the first contest, he'll be very happy with that. Straight back in.
Read the ball very good.
He does Big Shorts throws a hand at it.
Defender.
Bell Park going into attack now, punched away by Riley Hall, who isn't lining up on Garth.
No.
It's an interesting one.
That was Lang who punched that away.
Lang, yeah. Riley Hall has got Garth.
Yep. So that wasn't Lang who came to the bench, by the way.
We're doing well early.
Yeah, going well, we're flying.
Very, very far away. Where's Kingy's binoculars when you need him?
Yeah.
Shorts gets up. It's thumped forward by Bell Park. Underneath it was a karaoke. Kingy couldn't grab it. As players come towards the ball, St Mary's the first ones on it. They're going to go back into attack, swinging on the left foot. That was Ling. He kicks it up the line. Chris Lynch in the way though for Bell Park. Finds the man with the glove.
He does, yes, and that man is not. Paddy Knott goes forward, puts it into the Karaoke King territory. Can he get it? Taps it back and actually went off his boot, and he's kicked it over the boundary line. It's come off his... He whacked it back on St Mary's boot. Very clever. And the recipient of that free kick is Jack O'Bright. Right on the 50. Pops it into the hole to Knott. He's paid it. Paid it. It come out as quick as it went in, and he paid the mark.
Whacked it. Just hit his bread basket and then come out.
Third touch here for Knott already.
And you reckon Garner's not telling the umpire about that?
Yeah.
So Paddy Knott for the first score of this game. We've been travelling a minute 53.
Just taking his time.
Will just points out he's got it on his own iPad there. You don't need for me to look at the clock.
Take his time to make sure he can't pass it. Paddy Knott.
Yeah, Paddy Knott has no intention.
No.
Would not handball if his feet were tied together. Comes in, goes across the face of goal. Does it get the journey?
No.
Umpire says that's marked.
There's a bit of confusion.
A bit of confusion. That's Damien McMahon, I reckon, that's marked that.
It's marked it on the square.
He's paid the mark right on the line.
So Damien McMahon will kick out almost from the kick-off line. I suppose he goes long looking for Lang. I think that is out there. That was Riley Hall confusing them already consistently. We're off to a good start. Handball back in St Mary's looking to go into attack. Tackled in defensive 50. That's not Lang. A strong tackle inside the defensive 50. Rounds has it. He kicks it, hacking it forward. Holes under this one. And he punches it away. Dangerous punch back into the corridor. Big Shorts can't pick it up. Neither King the Karaoke King. Handball around. Quick snap.
Great handball. Great handball by Timmy Sheringham.
Jackson Bright's kick one from 20 metres out and Bell Parker away.
Yep.
Tim Sheringham, heavy traffic, just flipped that handball over.
Good driver, heavy traffic, as they say.
Bell Park have had the 3 early.
Is that what they say?
Bell Park have had the 3 early clearances as well.
Yeah, dominating possession. As you said, Tim Sheringham managed to find it in there. Was being punched around a little bit from both teams. Riley Hall, interesting decision to punch there, Kirsch.
It was. They're. I do note that they're playing a very high forward line at the moment, Bell Park, and leaving that space out the back. So
exactly right, Kirsch. They're setting up well behind the footy at the moment, Bell Park.
They are.
We're back in the middle already. Players going after it all. Caught high there. The umpire said no on Paddy Dowling. Ball's hacked forward by St Mary's. A foot race on out the outer side. Damien McMahon's the first one over there. He wins it, but he's run out of room and he handballs and coughs it straight back up to Bell Park. Player out there, I can't see. It's way too far away from me. Paddy Dowling hacks the ball forward on his trusty left foot. And it's marked.
Dobson.
Sam Dobson, that is. Milky.
Yep. Gone to Happy Feet. Lands at his ankles. He's just chipped it up to his teammate there, who's wrapped up in the tackle, and that's number 20 for St Mary's. We don't have a 20 for St Mary's. They've really helped us out here, both sides. It may well have been 30, was it? Might have been Harrison Ling. Ball up, there's a wrestle on, Snowden, and Big Shorts. Goes across to Jack Blood, gets it round the body. Just overrunning it on that occasion, O'Connor.
Good tap on.
Good tap on. Benstead at ground level. trying to just rugby style put it over the boundary line for a rush behind to St Mary's. Their first score at the 4.5 minute mark of this first quarter.
Yeah, and Bell Park are trying to work it out. Look at Scott. The umpire said no, so he's kicked it straight up on top of his own head. Players are going to get, that's not 15. The player needs to call. Messy around there, and caught up was, that's Manganelli, I believe.
That is
It was
Manganelli.
dragged over the boundary line. Nicely done by Ling, who tackled him over there. Look around, must have bounced at his feet on that kick out.
Jack Blood's had the 3 clearances early already.
Very lively. We're about 50 out from the Bell Park goal. We're going to have a throw in here. Big Shorts and Happy Feet wrestling a lot at the moment, as we said, Milky. They're really jostling for position. Welsh is tackled there. Don't think he really had it. It's fallen on his feet anyway. Oh, Big Shorts.
Big Shorts.
Wrested it out of there. Well, it's kicked forward by Ling. Garner's onto it. He's tackled his
got time to
sidestep.
steady.
Garner's gone on the left here for 40 out.
Time.
He's missed.
Oh,
Could
He
have
had a
given
man
it,
inside, didn't he?
Hayden McMahon was
Needs,
player on his inside.
needs to lower the eyes there, Garner.
We just needed to give the handball.
Yeah, just the handball. And
So
Hayden McMahon would have been clear on through.
on the Blood Turtle scoreboard, it's 2 behinds to St Mary's, 1 goal straight, 2 Bell Park. Oh, good use of the body there to Buzz's poster boy in Todd Stevenson.
The players are a long way away, but Todd just stands out, doesn't he?
Stands out like a beacon. Goes to the outer side. That's the way. Play the game on the other side, boys. Oh, Welsh, front of the pack. Doesn't take the mark. Ball, Bell Park player might have got one high there. Not goes off the deck. Gets it into Garth territory. Looking to give off the handball.
God.
Good tackle from Lang and Jorgonski. Play on the advantage. Welsh chips it over the top to the new kid in Ham.
They've got space here. St Mary's have got numbers running through the middle. Long ball forward. That's going straight through.
That's Ham.
That's Ham.
Ham.
Youngster, we haven't seen him before. His first kick's a ripper. From about 50 metres out, Braden Ham has just slotted one from 55. And St Mary's are away here. So that's 1-2-8 for St Mary's to Bell Park, 1 straight 6. And the Saints are on the board.
He's a
On the year,
Falcons product.
He is.
on the year 12 at St Joseph's this year as well.
Look up to him on the schoolyard, Wilbur.
No, I don't get to see him.
Don't get to see him.
Plenty of interchange down there, Whitey.
Yeah, I was just about to say St Mary's certainly holding their own in contested footy at the moment too in the early stages. So
They look dangerous on the outside though, Whitey, don't they?
exactly right.
Yep.
But they're not getting beaten around the footy either, which is a good sign for them.
Back in the guts. Vale goes early, then throws a hand at it. Round the body goes Blood. Oh, almost taking the mark there is O'Leary. Goes back and gets the footy, then around the body. He goes, puts it out in front of Tyler Stack. Oh, bounces on its end and goes over the boundary line.
There it is, Milky. There it is.
You
Sorry,
cannot play that.
He almost took a knee for his lawn rolls. Yes. Paddy Dowling pumps it straight back into St Mary's. And Gillies got it. No, that's not Gillies, that's Dobson.
Dobson, yeah.
That's a massive
Costly.
matchup.
That's a huge turnaround there. That hat kick out went straight out of bounds.
Jeez, he was under enormous pressure when he kicked that.
I don't think he knew which way he was facing when he kicked it. It went
Jeez.
straight to the wing. It bounced just inside the umpire. Said it was deliberate, and St Mary's are going to have a shot of goal straight from it.
Jeez. Well, at least we've got 3 listeners. The wife, Liam and Sienna, are listening in the car at the moment. So
Shout out.
Yeah, 3 listeners.
Just
Fantastic.
an update,
Got a
boys.
little bit of a tip there, do you, as well?
Jet-
Daily double.
tips.
Jet Herman is number 34, boys. He's not wearing the 25.
Righto.
There you go. Sam Dobson's going to line up. He's about 35 out, pretty much directly in front. No real angle. Beautiful kick of the footy. And that's fading to the right, but it's good
I think
enough.
it's good enough.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Dobson's got one. That's 2 in a row for St Mary's in quick time.
Yep. Geez, when they move that ball quickly, St Mary's into that forward line with Dobson and Gillies in there, they
Just
are
a-
very dangerous.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate. That was a torpedo, for goodness sake.
Yeah, look-
Does the umpire understand how hard they are to kick?
the first man over it was going to be Tyler Stack from his team anyway.
Yeah.
So
Shouldn't have.
it was a wrong decision, really.
Terrible.
But that takes St Mary's to 2-2-14, playing Bell Park 1 straight 6. We've
the-
played, I think that says 8 minutes. I can't even read it, Milky, on the Blood Toyota scoreboard.
That's it. That's much
8
better.
minutes.
Banton's come to the bench for St Mary's, boys, so no number 1 ruckman there in the centre bounce.
So it comes out of the middle there, Sheringham. Oh, goes up with a 1 Duke. Does Ianelli. Goes back, Stack, gives it back to Sheringham. Dishes off the handball to Rounds. Rounds handball. Tried to crash his way through Patton. Did he get one high? Yes, he did, says the umpire. Free kick. Right on the attacking side of the centre square. He had Ben set on his own, didn't he? Yep, ignored him. So Patton kicks it into the man on the mark.
Wow.
That's costly. Very costly. Dobson, as it is, gives it across to his teammate in Hyder. Hyder takes it out. He munged it.
He's
He munged
kicked
it
it
off
to
the
Whitey.
chin.
The magnet.
Oh, the magnet.
Were you calling for that one, were you, Whitey?
Whitey, what's the wind doing down there?
No, it's very calm down
Is
the
it?
ground
Yeah,
level.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a chips packet rolling to the right, so I thought there might have been a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah, that was Whitey's. He just finished it.
I haven't got a hair out of place.
Chris Lynch is taking it from Whitey's gate there as he came onto the field. Lynch is taking it right on the interchange, about halfway, right in the middle. Thumps it straight down the wing. I think that's Johnson under that one. As the players are meeting there. KG away here, Balpar. That's
O'Connor.
That's O'Connor. He kicks it inside 50. Bright's onto it. Handball inside. He's got
look at this. Look at this. He'll finish it off. It's a post.
Tim Sheringham was running straight into goal from 10 metres out. He's hit the post.
Play on quickly. McMahon gets out quick, gives it to his teammate there in Connors. Connors comes to the commentary box side, the kicks commentary box.
Well, Garth.
Hall, yeah. Garth got back for the spoil. Comes out, picked off here by Ling. Lingy's a call. Garner, rebound. Comes out there to Connors again. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire circling. What's he going to do? Nah, give it to me. Ball up.
Caught it well there, Kirsch. He was in a tricky spot, Garth, and he had to rotate himself to get the right way.
I mean, they're the ones you easily give a free kick away, but he turned his body at the right time. Terrific.
We've got another ball up here. Tackle there. Happy feet is under it. Sheringham doing a lot of hard work on the inside at the moment, but he's not going anywhere.
Again, Vale laying that tackle. He tackles more than any other big man in the comp.
His second efforts are fantastic. If you watch him, his follow through, and he'll hurt you. He'll hurt you if he gets if he gets you clean.
Makes him stick, doesn't he?
Yeah. Big Shorts knocks it clear. Welsh tries to take it off his teammate. Bouncing ball. If the other one was deliberate, stop. That was more deliberate than the one out the other side.
Yeah, that was actually deliberate. That one, he was kicking that for the line.
Yep.
Vale's been going for 11 minutes in the ruck, whereas St Mary's have obviously had that 2 rotations, so...
They don't really have a chop out for him.
They don't, do they?
No. There's a lot of wrestling going on between him and Snowden at the moment as well. No free kicks to anyone at the moment. Sherman's under that one, and Vale threw that one. That can't be a handball. He's chucked it up and threw it away. Tackled O'Connor. He gets it out. No, the umpire says no.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah. Interesting, he handballed that one.
Connors tackled O'Connor. Very interesting. Garner gets it off to Tenace.
Let's hope Lynn doesn't kick down the wing.
He goes out wide, bouncing ball. Trapped here by Jacko Bright, gives it across to Stevenson, puts it in the path of Costello, bouncing ball. Tenace just paddles it over the boundary line, 5 metres around, calling for deliberate.
That was more deliberate than the kick.
Absolutely.
Hope Buzz isn't listening because that was a shocker by Stevenson. He had his man
he was out, wasn't he?
In that pocket. Kicked it straight over his head. We're going to have a throw in about 10 metres around from the Bell Park goal. Chucked him out there, Garth, pushed him in the back. Yeah. He almost got away with it.
Yep.
Would have had a shot on goal. He was getting ready to kick it. Massive wingspan on the mark there. Garth, his happy feet goes in short. Riley Hall's going to get this. Well, he's fumbled it. Gives it straight back to the ruckman. This is danger. You don't want your ruckman here. He's handled straight to Garth. He's in trouble. Goes back across goal. They're going to work it out. So Welsh has got it here.
Number in the pocket.
He's going to ignore Lang and go down the wing.
Target.
Yeah, Lynch has parked himself on. Lynch started well. Lynch Hard has got it now. Throws that one out. Stack tries to hack it back forward. Welsh is meeting this one, and he's got it. Finds time, gets it back to Ling, who's racking up the numbers.
He is, yes.
And Hyde. Strong grab. That was number 33, who we don't know.
Callum Wade.
Callum Wade's got that. He kicks it down the wing, but it's a turnover. In the way here, Dobson kicks it forward. This is going to work out. Gilly's going to run onto this. They're not going to catch him. Oh, they are going to catch him! He's got the handball off just in time. Rushed forward and rushed through by
fantastic chase.
He was through, Gillies.
Should have been rewarded. Should have been rewarded.
He got the handball away just in time, Gillies, but he was planning his celebration there as he closed to 15 metres out. He should have just kicked it.
1-1 plays 2-3. St Mary's way here on the Blood Toyota scoreboard.
Alfred,
Tim Sheringham. Tim Sheringham with the ball goes very wide. Just kicked it.
Perfect kick.
Perfect kick. I'm taking a stab that's Patton. Just gives it back to Sheringham. So far away over there, I can't work out who it is. He comes out here to Johnson. Big Benny boy. Good to have you back, son.
He's had a bit off at Sheringham already.
Johnson down the line. He goes looking for Stevenson. Good hands. Very good, strong mark there. Haven't let him down, the targets. Stevenson, where's he going? He's going down to Jacko Bright. Up he goes. That's a free kick. Hands on the shoulders. He's pointing the wrong way, this umpire.
No, he's giving it to...
He's giving it to Jacko Bright.
Wait, what? Yeah, he's giving it to Bright.
Unless he called it tunnelling.
He called it a push.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't pay the advantage either because the paddy knot was off.
Whitey says it was a definite push down there.
Yep.
Goes inboard to Big Shorts. Looking for a handball as always. Luke Rounds has it now. He's not in a great position. He's going to just kick this one long. High flyers wanted, and Hall's the one that gets there first. Handball back to Mez. Oh, jeez, he's got away with that. It's a shocking kick out of the back line. Bell Park's got this. Kicked forward by O'Connor into the goal square. To the teeth of the goals, it's going. Riley Hall was just there to punch it through for a rush behind. That takes the lead to 7 points, if that's updated, that scoreboard.
Yep,
it's a Blood Toyota.
Yep. Tenace doing the kicking in. 1-2-8 to 2-3-15. Tenace goes to the outer side. Oh, he's put his teammate under pressure here. Sheringham takes the crumbs, has time to steady, goes towards goal, spears it in. Ianelli at the bottom of the pack, handballs it over to no one in particular, comes back to Tenace, he gives it over to Sherman, over to Welsh, gets one high, umpire saw it, got very lucky there, St Mary's.
It's a sloppy tackle, you can't afford to be tackling high in that situation. They closed him in Bell Park and they give him a release there with that free kick.
Interesting kick by Tenace, he kicked it to 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Against.
Yeah, as Welsh goes long back to that outer side. Oh, taken over the back there. I think that's Dowling. Goes onto his lovely looking left foot, but it's not so good this time. It's going out the back. Boot thrown in. It's going to work for Hayden McMahon. They've got one over the top if they move it quickly. Running forward in waves. That's Paddy Killen who wants it.
That's Paddy Killen who does want it.
And he gets it. He's got it. He's
Hayden
McMahon who kept running.
Oh, what a
great work.
Yeah, really good running patterns.
The three of them. The three of them. Ham, Killen and McMahon.
You could see it from the beginning. They were working together in a sort of triangle formation going down the field.
McMahon started on the half-back flank, got an easy possession in the midfield, continued on his running pattern and gets a shot at goal. Just hard work. It's rewarded. I like the idea of him starting as a half forward. I think he's a smart footy player. He knows where to go.
And doesn't stop running.
Yes.
Just runs all day.
He's walking in at the moment though. He's about 35 out. Exactly where Sam Dobson kicked one 5 minutes ago. And Hayden McMahon doesn't let anybody down. That's another one. He's got it.
He called that off the boot.
He did.
He was celebrating before anybody knew. And that takes St Mary's to 3 goals, 3-21. They're dominating at the moment. Bell Park 1-2-8. Just can't get reward on the scoreboard thanks to Blythe Toyota. We played about 15 minutes.
Jared Garth was off the ground for about 3 minutes. Thought that'd be unusual to bring your full forward off in a rotation. I'll keep an eye on that.
He has played pretty high up the ground though, Garth, so they're playing that high style, so maybe he's just a bit puffed, Whitey.
Tuck it out.
St Mary's about the 6 rebound 50s for the quarter as well, so getting the quick ball movement, which has led to their 3 goals for the quarter.
What are the inside 50s?
Up they go again. Banjanin wins this one, knocks it down. Patton leads in the race, stripped of it. Umpire says you didn't have it when they tackled you. So the free kick there to Lockie Patton. O'Leary provides the lead, he ignores him. He then goes wide, looking for Garth. Hall just smacks it down. Costello rose beautifully, but he's tackled really well. Said he got tackled high.
Not well enough. Yeah, he sort of dragged over the top of the shoulder there. That was Dylan McMahon. Infringing.
So Costello looking to send it straight down the spine. Sheringham's a target. Oh, good mark from McMahon. Damien at the back. Takes the mark. Not very often Jackson Sheringham gets, even Tim Sheringham gets outmarked.
Yeah, reached over the top of it really nicely as he goes in short to Tenace. About 40 from his own goal. Not a lot happening up this wing. He's probably just going to have to kick this one long towards Happy Feet. And he does exactly as I say. Well, falling over there was Ben Step. Good grab, reaching over the top of the stone. They're moving on quickly. That's their plan at the moment. They're trying to go quick. Welsh just snailing his way across the boundary. He doesn't look like he's going at full speed. Paddy Killen's coming across to pick this one up for St Mary's. He kicks this one inside 50. He'll want the boundary line. He's going to get it.
Oh, he got it.
That's worked out well for them. And the umpire throws it in, yes. No deliberate this time around. So they've gained about 70 metres there with just a couple of kicks along the boundary line.
There's been one deliberate paid. It's the least deliberate of any incident.
Yeah, there was nobody within 30 metres there for Paddy Killen. He kicked that straight out of bounds.
Kirsch for the inside 50, St Mary's 9 to Bell Park 10.
Pretty close then, Wilbur.
Yep.
Gee, Vale, front spot, knocks it to ground. Lynch at the bottom of that pack. Oh, just a tackle there on the Bell Park player, but can't quite see who it was at the bottom of that pack. We're going to have a ball up. Umpire going left, going right, and finally blows the whistle.
Blood was a tackle up.
Yeah, I was trying to work out who the Bell Park player was. I don't think he plays for... might have been Lynch.
Who's that getting a little bit of work down here, Whitey, for Johnson? Bell Park Johnson it is.
Yep.
That's Johnson.
It's worrying. Looks like his calf.
He's had a crook knee. Ball bounces clear right in front of the interchange. It's the interchange, the winner, Ianelli, sees it over the boundary line. Have it thrown right in front of the kicks commentary. We're enjoying it up here, boys. Got the best view. I can see Bowen Heads from here.
Well, they're getting beat too, Bowen Heads.
Haven't heard much from the pub.
20 to 18 at the minute. Sorry.
Got his headset on. He's giving us absolutely nothing.
I've been waiting for you to shut up so I could say something.
Since when?
Wilbur bumps in with his stats. You guys come in with special comments. I don't
Oh,
know.
Garner shins it. Comes back to Stack. Over to Pat. Pat moves around. He's in all sorts.
Well done, Garner.
Yeah. Good follow. Pat, no, you saw him coming. I don't know why it took him so long.
Yep. Get it on your boot quicker. That's twice he's mucked it up.
Yep. Joe Garner's going to pump this inside 50, looking for Gillies over the back. He's worked the body
got
position perfectly. That's exactly where he wanted it, and that's where he got it. Tom Gillies' mark, 25 metres out, Kirsch.
Yeah.
Perfect kick to a forward.
I'll tell you what makes a difference between a good footballer and a average footballer. Garner stuffed the kick up.
Yep.
And he actually went his own ball back. So that's just a quality footballer right there. Gets a free kick, inside 50. Let your big boys go to work.
Yeah. Tom Gillies in his perfect new green boots.
They look really
the haircut.
schmicked,
Had a trim today. The pup's not happy about it. No barista jokes at the moment as he lines up. We're right behind him, 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. He's kicked it. That's a goal. Number 4 for St Mary's. And their lead's ballooning out. It's a 19-point lead at St Mary's, 4-3-27 over 1-2-8. We've played 20 minutes thanks to Blood Toyota.
I'll tell you where they're winning the game at the moment. They're just taking the game on St Mary's and they're trying to outrun Bell Park at every opportunity. I think they've probably identified that Bell Park are a heavier, bigger side. Let's try and beat them on the outside like we spoke about before the game, and they're running them off their feet at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you've been watching that, what's that?
The
building show.
Not afraid to
Wombat,
use
the block. I said about Gillies 2 weeks ago, him and Wombat, never see him in the same picture, and I reckon that's why he's had a haircut.
Well, you'll have to watch with interest this week then.
Yeah.
What do you got, Whitey?
As you were saying, Kirsch, with St Mary's guys running, they're not afraid to use the wing.
They're
Bell
not.
Park going down the corridor
Exactly.
a lot more.
Comes back, Patton in the middle, takes that from Big Shorts, bounces over the top of Garth's head. Lang comes wide to McMahon. Good mark taken on this occasion by Hutchison.
Just missed the target there.
Yeah.
Over McMahon's head. Won't be happy with that. He might have a sledge for his old backman now. Now he's a fancy forward. They seem to turn pretty quickly. Paddy almost claimed
He's
that
handballed
one.
it.
Stack's left it behind him. Tanase will clean it up. Kicks this down the wing. It's only Chris Lynch there, though. He'll get some support from his redhead mate in Bedstead.
Yeah, he did
Lynch
well,
looks to the corridor. He's not seeing a lot. He's going to have to take it on now to the outer side. Gillies might get there.
Kick.
Oh, it's a foot race out there at the moment.
Chet Herman.
Left it behind. Gillies has kept it in, only just. Oh, he spins out of the tackle too. The big man, but the handball's not so good.
Oh,
they
done
went
real well
here.
50 metres out from goal at the moment, St Mary's. They're still mucking around with it. They can't get the ball inside 50. Connors gives this off. I think that's Blood who kicks it inside the 50. Happy feet's down there. Oh, over the back.
Over the back.
Over the back. That's goal. It's going to be a goal here too. Who's that? That's McMullen.
McMullen.
The man we didn't know who was coming to the bench, and he's strolled into the 50. Took the mark over the back. Yeah, judged it perfectly. That's number 5, Milky.
That's they're starting to look a bit tall for them. St Mary's. To me, they're starting to outstrip them with height, and I've just been looking around to see who's going to give Vale a chop out. I don't think there's anyone there.
He's gone 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Whitey, we just talked about that. That Bell Park don't want to use the wings. They were forced then to use the wing, and they got beaten soundly out there.
Yeah, exactly right. Geez, hasn't Braden Ham been clean with his hands early too?
Very good, especially that outer side.
Yeah.
Lynch took a long time looking for the switch. It took him so long, and there was still nobody working for him.
Correct.
So they're in a bit of trouble at the moment, Bell Park, as the ball's back in the middle. Big Short sits on somebody, and we're going to have another ball up.
Oh, no, we're having a free.
No, actually, we're not. I'm not sure. He just sat on him, Big Shorts.
He gives it across to O'Connor. O'Connor looks, hesitates, then goes wide. Herman's got it, dishes off the handball. Stevenson can't get around Garner, stripped to the footy. Legitimate tackle, umpire says no prior, we'll have a ball up. 65 out from the Bell Park goal. 1-2-8 they trail, 5-3-33.
Ben Johnson back on, boys. He had his calves worked on quite
7
heavily
minutes.
there.
7 minutes he was off for.
Worrying signs if he hasn't played in a couple of months and he's already needing treatment in the first quarter. St Mary's, they're falling down in the half-forward line at the moment, Bell Park. St Mary's pumped this one back out. The Stoners marked it. It's going to be a free kick, though. St Mary's way anyway. Paddy Dowling will take it.
Yep.
Must have been held while the ball was in the way. One of the best-looking kicks in the comp. He goes long. Gillies is looking good today.
He is.
Over the
Confidence
back.
up.
Picks this up, but he's kept it in. No, he hasn't. I think he might have been happy with that one going over the boundary line. We're going to have a throw in.
Something I've realised when St Mary's get the free kick, they just move the ball around really quickly.
Yeah.
So then Bell Park are on the back foot, which has led to their goals here.
Clear plan that they're going as soon as they get it. They're
Flat
going
out. Yep. Big Short smashes it and a free kick for the hold. Going to have to do this single-handedly, I think. Dishes off the handball, puts his teammate under all sorts of pressure. Gee, as the ball goes out to O'Connor, and I think it's going to be bundled over the line. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Throw in, outer side.
That's the worst handball we'll see today, I think. The big shots put his man right in trouble. And Vale. Yeah. Throw in over in front of the red chickie stand. Decent-ish crowd. I hope it builds a little bit more as it goes, because it's not filled out at the moment here at Simmons Stadium.
Yeah, with no AFL on.
Yeah, that's
not
it.
much else on.
There's only a prelim down the road in
down
Torquay.
You'd expect most of the people in town that want a bit of footy will be coming here today.
You think so?
Ball's kicked forward underneath it. Hard running here from Ian Alley. He's kept it
He's
going.
a lefty. He's
and
a
Knott's
lefty.
going to line up from 45. It's gone to the goal square. It's across the face just.
Why would people come to the footy when they can sit at home and listen to it on Kicks FM?
Yes, well, exactly. Bring your wireless down, Wine. You can have the best of both worlds.
Thanks, Music Workshop.
Good work, McMahon. Kicks out for St Mary's. 139 now, Bell Park.
That's a little bit easy.
Job too easy. A really good pair of hands, this bloke.
It's their 10th rebound 50 now for the quarter.
Interesting to see Sam Nelson playing as a half forward today. I think it's a good move instead of putting him off the back line.
Chris Lynch put down off the ball there. You can see him on that flank.
Ball
they're
comes
away.
out loose. Sherman got time to steady. Goes in the Gillies
yes.
direction.
That's a great kick,
Laces
isn't it?
out. Bang.
That's a fantastic
Perfect,
kick.
wasn't it?
That's certainly knowing your teammate there, isn't it?
Yeah, that was perfectly linked up, weren't they? Gillies pushed off his man and Sherman saw the space that he wanted it. That's 2 in a row for Gillies and just exactly where he wants the ball. It makes it easy for you.
That's their 5th mark inside 50 for the quarter as well.
This Bell Park backline looks brittle, to be honest. It doesn't look strong enough to contain these forwards.
They're really struggling. Ben Johnson looks lost at the moment. Benstead couldn't get to his man on that kick out. They're really struggling.
Yeah.
It's really displaying the bigger grounds, making Bell Park's backmen struggle a lot more now.
Gillies is kicked in from 20 metres out straight in front. That's number 2 for
second,
him.
yep. I can tell you something before the game, boys. I noticed Benstead had his jumper up and they were rubbing stuff onto his chest. So I'm tipping he's got a bit of that.
You think?
I reckon he's got a bit of that flu, and that'd be certain. That's not the sort of thing you want to be doing run around out here today.
Gillies' second goal was a 6th for St Mary's. They're 6-3, 39, leading by 30 points
30
now over Bell
points.
Park 139. Bell Park got the first goal and they haven't really seen it since.
Ground the rounds, pup.
Torquay 3-2-20 leading Bowen Heads 2-5-17 in the Ballerine, and over in the GD, Inverleigh 1-1-7 trailing Bellpost Hill 2-3-15.
Nice to hear his voice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
great. Yeah.
Fantastic. Dulcet tones.
Gets paid the big bucks.
got the ear warmers on today instead of the headphones, really.
Also, junior football is on at Torquay as well, so that's maybe why there's not as many people.
Wilbur.
I don't think he'd be junior footy on
what's
right
the
now.
score
The
there?
ball comes out to McMahon. Damien. He gets a little spearing kick into Happy Feet. Snowden tries to pick it up. O'Connor's in there trying to trap the footy. Comes out. Costello lays a tackle on Happy Feet. Comes back to Costello again. He's tackled by McMahon. Damien. Umpire says, I shall have a ball up. Right in front of our great boundary rider, Paul White.
Interesting thing to note as well, Kirsch, that they've got a loose man back now on both sides.
Yep.
At the moment, that's not really helping Bell Park. I think it's been for a couple of minutes they've had that situation. Might even help St Mary's run as Happy Feet hacks this one forward. Had a good quarter. Lynch is under it. He tackles Darby Hyder without the ball, but the umpire said that's okay. And Lynch did really well to get that out. And that's blasted straight over the boundary line. Kick that to his runner then, O'Connor. Free kick to Damien McMahon on the centre wing. He goes in short, Milky.
He does. Finds Sherman. Sherman goes across to Tenace. Tenace,
Chase
quick
by
hands, really good. Finishes up back with Welsh. Back to Sherman. Sherman goes into
God.
heavy traffic. Yorgonski. Rounds, wrapped him up and enjoyed it.
You can see what he's trying to do, though.
Yep.
You know, that's what they're doing.
That's a
Just
game
taking
plan.
that game, exactly right.
Just go with it.
Just quick ball movement once they get the free kick.
And the opposite has happened here as Rounds have gone straight to the wing and just locked himself in. He's locked his teammate in.
Yep.
So they're going to have to go short to the rush.
That's a stat. Big mark there to Happy Feet. No, not to Happy Feet, the big
Mark
shorts.
DeVale on the siren, but it
Yeah.
couldn't have been a better quarter for St Mary's. They've dominated that opening stanza. 6-3, 39 plays Bell Park, 139. Only 27 minutes that quarter, not many stoppages thanks to Blood Toyota. It couldn't have been a better start for the Saints.
Well, luckily there was no stoppages because Vale rucked for 27.
Just a little smarty pants as the umpire holds it aloft again. Banjanin and Vale to do the work. Rounds looks like he's with Welsh.
So Rounds has gone in the middle.
Yes, Rounds. Now, speak of the devil, cops went in the back. Umpire thought there was nothing in it. Gee, the gang tackling here, Bell Park. Good work.
Wasn't a bad call, that one, Barnesy. Chuck Roundsy
there
in the
we go.
middle.
Yeah.
Just need a bit of Levick in the ruck and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, correct.
The ball's thrown up. A lot continuous wrestling. They're letting that one go. That's fine with me as well. She kicks that one forward. Dobson gets it, but it goes straight through him. Ben Johnson had a look around. He didn't really want it. Oh, he's hit hard too, Ben Johnson. But he goes back and gets the ball. And
that's
he's been
gonna be
taking his
holding the ball.
claim.
Good
The
tackle.
umpire's circling.
Hold the
He's
ball.
circling.
Yeah, he's
No, he's going to take
Oh,
it.
wow.
Ooh,
very
geez,
lucky there, Benny boy.
He
had
waited
that one.
a while
He
as
set
well.
up, didn't he? Didn't he, Wilbur? It was one of those ones where you
Yeah.
can see them setting up for the big moment.
He knows he's back playing footy now, Benny Johnson, after that hit.
Snowden and Vale. Vale wins it. Only down as far as Sherman. Goes round the body. Up and under. Gillies made himself the target, and it went over his head and over the boundary on the full. Free kick to be taken by Elford.
Even in that one, while the ball was still going over Gillies' head, he was still strong enough to hold Elford away from that. He had control in the air all the way.
Oh, well, you gone over the mark there, Gillies? I think he might have.
He really encroached.
The kick come out. Ball's in dispute at the top of the arc. Boys all over the footy here, happy to cause a ball up. This is getting back to Bell Park's style of footy.
One I think they miss all the time is that going over the mark when they kick it. They always seem until they've kicked it, you can't go any further closer to them. They always jump over. You can't do that. Anyways, there's a ball up here.
Can't do it.
Well, apparently you can. I guess I'm wrong. The umpire's circling again. We're going to have another ball up. Not much happening. Paddy Dowling just slipping off the back there for St Mary's. Trying to be that loose man. They've got no loose men inside the forward 50 here. Bell Park is interesting. They may have gone man on man officially. Jack Blood's going to be the first after this one for St Mary's. Gets it off to Welsh. Started well. Dowling's claimed straight away. Strong tackle on him. Ball spills out. The umpire takes it. Willie's whistle after the ball came out.
Was it Rounds who laid that tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Getting amongst it. Getting amongst it is Vale and Van Jannen. Van Jannen with it down to Garner. Garner around the body. Sets up his teammates. Good work from Benstead. Over the top goes Gillies to the... almost had a runner on the end of that. Ball comes loose. The Karaoke King he's gone down back by the look of that. Comes back to Benstead. Gets met by two St Mary's players. Got it high. Says the umpire will have a free kick.
This is what I know. We had a bit of a groan here as Dobson just flashed through that contest. He was going to get that and go straight in, wasn't he? Just couldn't grab it.
Goes out to... Sorry, go on, mate.
Johnson will switch play here. High, long ball. They haven't got a lot on here, Bell Park. That's the problem. They can't get any run at the moment. Out in the back, over that side. Alfred's got it. He kicks it down the wing. That's a shocking kick. There's nobody within 30 metres of that kick for Bell Park. That's a stinker. Ben Jannon's got it.
There was no movement. There was absolutely no movement.
Yeah, I reckon he just panicked because there was nobody moving anywhere. Snowden's got it now 60 metres.
He's been good, Snowden.
He has been impressive. Dowling goes inside 50. He's found his man. Dobson's got it.
3 metres off him.
Going a bit cooey in the box here, Kirsch, because they've lost it a little bit, Bell Park. Benstead was 5 minutes behind his opponent as they were going inside 50. And Dobson's marked 30 metres out directly in front.
That's their sixth mark inside 50.
Yeah, that's a telling stat.
6 goals.
Yeah.
Especially in that situation where they had the numbers back, they were able to fill the holes and get your man. They had time.
Plenty of time.
Benstead's got to have touch.
Yeah.
He's just got to have touch. He can't give this bloke any room at all.
And Whitey said that was the message. Go back to a bit of basics, and we spoke about it before they broke. But anyway.
So when he comes, Dobson, goal umpire goes way to his left and a minor score. There's a let off for Bell Park.
Good kick usually, Dobson. We're disappointed with that. A great kick inside by Dowling as well to the space.
Got good skills, Paddy Dowling.
He's done 2 good kicks inside 50 now. They've hit the target.
Cry Bay Health Group scoreboard 139. Bell Park St Mary's 6-4-40. Comes out Benstead. The man we're talking about. Good hands. Takes the mark. Still got some work to do to get it out of trouble here, Bell Park.
Again, they've just got no movement down this wing.
He does not have a person leading for him, so he's just kicked it to the pack. Big shorts, good work. Garth dishes off to O'Connor, needs to get involved, then tries to lay the tackle. McMahon Damien dishes off the handball. The young fellow in Ham applies the tackle. Umpire lets it go. McMullen dishes off the handball, gets it across to Ling. By hand goes back to Ham. Ham, a quick handball. Comes out to Sherman. Seddies goes into the forward 50.
Done everything.
Gave the shove and got away with it. Then applies the tackle. Umpire says it comes out off Elford. Johnson in there, tries to get Bell Park out of trouble. Benstead now, he's wrapped up in a tackle 30 metres out from the St Mary's goal. Sheringham was away.
They were nervous.
Yeah, real hot footy there.
Gillies had 2 hands on that one, uncontested really, and he let it slip.
Did he give you a bit of a shove before the marking contest though?
I think so, it was pretty clear.
Shocking throw up from the umpire.
Gillies slaps it out. Big Todd goes down the wing. Banjo's coming back, but he won't get there in time. Riley Hall throws a fist at it. Players are playing a bit of aerial ping pong. Riley Hall tries to get it out the back and it's slapped towards Welsh. Skipper picks it up and goes back. McMahon, quick kick around the corner from Banjan. He's going to be claimed. Nice clever tap.
Wow.
Sherman's dominating. He gets that one off.
Again.
They're away here. McMullen's got it. Gives it back in and gets a 1-2. McMullen now 60 out. Going to go to the goal square. He might go even over the top.
That's a good kill.
Hyder can't get there. He keeps it in.
Garner even.
Garner that was. 32 and 22. They're similar. Paddy Dowling's going to grab it about 48. He can't pick it up. And they're going to run it out now, Bell Park.
O'Leary goes with a quick kick, but it goes straight to Welsh. He'll trap it. No, he lets it go past, and McMahon dishes it off. Welsh gets on the end of the handball. Damien McMahon takes the handball off him.
Oh, yeah.
Just spots up Garner. who takes a mark 48 metres out from goal and quickly makes sure that Lynch doesn't crib a metre, because I reckon 48 tests him right out. Doesn't even try. Umpire sends him back around.
Because their last 3 thrusts forward, St Mary's hands have been really good, haven't they? Just chains of handball, moving it from the back flank all the way to the...
They have those runners, Whitey, don't they? They have 2 or 3 of them running together at the moment.
Mitch Alford just took about the best mark he's going to take for the day, and it was go back to where it came from.
And that kick from Tom O'Leary coming out of the back line, he had to kick it forward, but it was a 3-on-1. They just don't have the numbers at the moment,
Bell Park's ball movement is pretty ordinary, but in saying that, St Mary's are setting up really well behind the ball. They're getting their numbers back, they're pressing hard.
Garner kicks from 51, doesn't make the distance, goes towards his key forwards at Benstead, takes a really good solid mark in defence.
Chips in short to Lynch. Bit of Ranger connection, he goes across looking for Sheringham, the only Sheringham, so he is the good one.
The good one, he is the good one.
Down the wing. No, he couldn't get it over Dowling, he was looking for Stevenson. That wasn't a good kick. Dowling goes inside, Sherman's having some sort of a quarter at the moment.
Yeah.
He's absolutely dominating this game. Jack Blade grabs it and goes. From the centre square, he kicks inside 50. Plays down there, Dobson flies, couldn't grab it. St Mary's are going to get on the end of this, snap around the corner inside the goal square, but there's no one there.
Ooh.
Oh, he's fumbled it around.
They've made that ugly.
O'Connor's fumbled it. He's going to have to rush it now. He does. Pushes it through O'Connor. Extends the lead now to 32 points.
Boys,
St Mary's are getting ready to just blow this one away.
Last week, Tyler Stack would have had 20 possessions by now. I don't think I've called him.
No, he hasn't had a touch, I don't reckon.
Comes out to Alford on the half-back, goes down the line, rounds as a target.
Oh, he caught him out of it.
Makes good position. I reckon he did call Ryder out of that.
Leave it.
Yeah. Gives it across to Garth, who's going to give it back.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
no.
Good work from Ling. Gets a smother, then gets a handball across to Dobson. Dobson spears one into McMullen, who takes the mark. He's got Gillies in the pocket.
Look at them all in the middle in the corridor.
He's got plenty. I
tell you what, why would you give it to a runner who's 6'4"?
Yeah, no. He was trying to work the 1-2 there, Rounds, obviously, but it was just so obvious. Ling read it pretty well. Got in the way. Garth, that's twice now Garth has just handballed without thinking. He did one earlier in the quarter where he just handballed it off. Didn't take care with his possession.
That's their 4th mark inside 50 already for the quarter, and only 8 minutes gone.
Young Braden Ham coming in for his 2nd goal.
Whitey likes him.
Whitey does like him.
A bit disturbed by those number 1s a long way apart, though, when he's 11.
He comes
a lovely
in,
kick.
and it is a beautiful kick, and straight over the goal umpire's hat for his 2nd and St Mary's 7th. They go on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard, 7-5-47. Gee whiz, 139 Bell Park. It's got to change, and change soon for the Parkers.
Yep. Like Whitey said with the chain of handballs, it's been really effective for this first half, and until they've been getting their inside 50s really quickly.
I just can't see where it's going to come from.
No, we spoke about it in the break, didn't we, Kirsch? There's just no real options for them to go to change things up.
Rounds has been lively in the middle, but that's only one move.
Yeah.
You probably need to make about 3 or 4, I reckon, to change the whole thing up.
You can't really see it happening as Blood hacks this one backwards. Jackson Bright gets it, kicks it kind of forward. Rounds is forward. Rounds is on the half-forward line. He couldn't get to the top of the ball. It's bounced straight in the hands of St Mary's. Everything's going right for them. Handball forward. Link can't grab it. Well done, Lynch. He got in the way. Did well. Tackled down and handballed out, or coming through his pace hider. Made it his ball, and St Mary's are going to steal this away with Tenace.
Tenace goes to the outer side, but it's all down to his opponent on this occasion, Manganelli. Got time. Handballs it in front of Costello. He's getting wrapped up. Manganelli gets the old 1-2. A throw, says the umpire.
Well, the fans don't like it. Tim Sheringham is screaming at the umpire 2 metres away. Very animated.
Oh dear. Dowling, the free kick goes down. Oh! Young Ham drops it. Good little work there from Big Shorts. Just taps it to his teammate, but unfortunately he's set upon. I think that's Costello at the bottom of that pack, and we'll have a ball up.
I think Ham was planning his next move because he had McMahon by himself on the wing. They were going to get that forward quickly, St Mary's.
Up they go again. Snowden wins that one, knocks it down. Blood went past him. Ball goes through Disco Boy. Karaoke King it is. He can't.
Disco Boy
Got lost. Comes out. Can't. Umpire says, give it to me as the
got lost in the lights there a bit.
Yeah, what is it, the revolving ball, the mirror ball?
Yeah. Disco ball?
Yeah. Mirror ball, they're called mirror balls. Used to have one. Stewie Harrison's got one in his toilet. That's true. True story. That's ball up on the outer wing.
I think if Bell Park have any chance of winning, I think Tyler Stack will have to be able to get it on the outside run.
He's only had it once, Wilbur, so I don't know how that's going to happen in a minute.
If he can get the
if he can get it.
Oh, they're looking for Sheringham on this occasion. Didn't go there. Ball, I reckon it's Dowling who's got it to go forward. Geez, Dobson nearly dragged it in one-handed. Sherman he's got one to go off the handball, decides to go wide to Garner. Garner's got heaps of time to steady, and he does, Gersh.
He rushed it a little bit.
He had plenty of time. He could have taken a few steps.
That Sherman's playing the quarter of his life, but there he shrugged off 3 tackles with ease there. That was just not good enough by the Bell Park defence. You can't let him slip those. In your back 50, you've got to be holding your tackles. St Mary's are playing really well, but I think, judging by our call, you'll know that Bell Park are playing equally poorly. This kick up the middle by Lynch is good, though.
It's this one here. Where do they go?
He's got a man out. Oh, no. Coming fast with Damien McMahon. He's going to get it, and he's going to go.
Good work.
Handball inside. Paddy Dowling now, coming into about 70 out. Just keeps stretching himself. Kicks it long. Gillies isn't going to get back in time, is he? Forces the contest. We'll have a throw in.
Clearly out in the full off Lynch's boot.
Gillies has claimed it, but the boundary umpire doesn't agree with him.
See the interchange of the ruckman we're just talking about. They're just coming in. Happy Feet is absolutely stuffed, and he's just let Banjanin go on. And meanwhile, Vale is just battling on his own.
Look at him. Hands on knees for Vale. He's really tough job for the big man.
Spinning ball. In it goes the man we're talking about, McMullen, the third string of that trio. Sherman! Out the full.
Yeah, he hit the
Wacko.
Looked a bit closer than we probably thought it was.
Yeah.
So dangerous, isn't he, Sherman?
And again, Big Shorts just couldn't run to position after that contest. He's stuffed. He can't move. We're only halfway through the second quarter.
Spent a lot of the quarter in the centre square too. He hasn't moved far from that, except for when there's boundary throw-ins deep forward or deep back.
We're not halfway through the day, Whitey. What are they going to do?
He's looking now to the bench, so...
Even the interchange benches are contrasting.
Lynch plays on from the back pocket. Gets off a handball, puts
no,
Sheringham under all sorts of pressure. Loose ball. Gee whiz. Sherman and Hyder in there. Sherman, can he dish off a handball? He does to McMullen. Good work there from Rounds. Crashes his way through. Benstead gives it over to Johnson. Johnson goes wide, but it's...
Great
kick. A really good kick.
It's this one. We've got to generate something here.
Who's
That's
kicking
not
that
the
to?
answer.
I haven't used the 45 off him, and there's an error.
Ling's got it. He's about 45 out. His handballs it off. O'Connor's, I think that is from 40 metres.
He's kicked it.
St Mary's are on their way. Connors has kicked another one. That's number 8 for the Saints.
They just can't get it out of the defensive half, can they?
I think he was trying to kick that from Vale to run onto, but it was just a completely wrong
comes
option.
Vale coming off
Gets his
now.
first rest.
Toddy Stevenson's going into the ruck by the looks.
So that makes it 8-6-54 for the Saints. The Dragons 1-3-9. They haven't moved for about half an hour. We've played 13 minutes thanks to Corio Bay Health Group. I think
1 hour.
Yep.
I like what Bell Park were thinking. They're trying to hit the 45, but just weren't able to.
Johnson coming off as well.
41 minutes he's rucked for.
Yep. It's just too long.
Up they go. Oh, Banjanin wins it. Knocks it down to Sherman. Trying to crash his way through is
Paddy Bright.
Paddy Bright it was. Jack Blood leads in the race. O'Connor, he tries to clear, but Tenace picks it up, gives it back to Sherman. He said 4,000 possessions in this quarter. He gets it over to his teammate there in Killen. Paddy gets it over to his teammate in Dowling. Dowling down the line. Sherman gets a fist on it, but his teammate there in Paddy Killen, the two Paddies are just cutting them up here.
Killen's going
back.
Killen
They can't go with him. He's on the run. He does it. He's got time. He plays on, goes towards goal. He's had 4 possessions in that passenger play, and he kicks a goal.
If you're looking for a synopsis of this game, that was it. Paddy Killen just jogged the whole way. He ran hard, but no Bell Park play went near him.
No defensive transition at all from Bell Park from that stoppage.
They couldn't go with him, and they can't go with the Saints.
Jack Blood's just limped off the ground here for St Mary's, boys.
He's working hard in that contest before. Played well so far, Jack Blood. That's 9-6-60 to 1-3-9. This is less of a game, more of a shame at the moment, thanks to Corio Bay Health Group.
We do get the close ones, boys.
Watch the BFL and GDFL be one-goal games.
Let's ground the rounds.
Ground the rounds. Inverleigh leading Belpost Hill by 2 points. Now they're 2-6-18 to Belpost Hill 2-4-16. And in the Ballerine, Torquay 4-3-27 leading Barwon Heads 3-6-24.
Ball's gone forward again here. Almost Dobson. Almost takes, but it's Elford who gets it across to... No, I thought that was Stack, but it wasn't. It was Reed. That's Stack who gets a free kick.
We've got to keep going here. Try and take it.
Don't give it up. You've taken you all day to get a kick, Stack. So I'd suggest you, the Tyler, hang on to it.
Probably one of the shortest players too, trying to pick a fight with Banjanin. Not playing the odds there.
They're probably just trying to get into him because he hasn't really been able to...
What would you say to him, Wilbur? What would your sledge be?
I'm not too sure.
He goes down the line. Finds his teammate.
Still in defensive half. What do they do?
It is.
Where's Jackson Bright? He's run up as a centre half forward. Has been completely
goes to centre half forward looking for Garth. I don't reckon he's had too many touches. Garth. Over the top goes Lang, who takes the mark. A really good defensive mark.
You just can't bomb it. They're just bombing them and hoping.
Yeah. They don't have anybody leading up. As I said, Jackson Wright's got to be the one
over the
who's
top.
normally
Happy
doing
Feet has played some sort of game. Gives it over to Ham. Ham kicks Sheringham. Takes the mark. Ham to Sheringham. So
Sheringham uses the switch. This is what they need to do, Bell Park. Get a bit of run. Not wants it over the top, and he's going to find him. So not. He's still about 80 from goal. He needs someone to hit up. Garth's calling for it, but he's not really an option. He's going to go to him anyway. It's about 3 on 1. He didn't even put his hands up, Garth. He was never a chance. And now watch St Mary's swoop this away. Linking through the corridor. Here they go. They're off. Darby Hyder's away. Looking through the centre circles. He fumbles with himself. Lang wants this one. He gets it. There's no one inside 50, so he's going to have to hold it up for a minute. Dances around Lang. Gets caught and he turns it over. Stacks off here. Kicks it forward inside, looking towards the 50. That's a good mark by McMahon.
Stacks off as opposed to stacks on. As the ball comes out there, Damien McMahon. That was a good one, Milky.
Yeah, that's one of your better ones.
Damien McMahon, halfback, goes down the line, looking for, well, no one in particular. Paddy Bright appears to have been moved onto a wing, I reckon, or in the midfield. Paddy Bright goes into the centre of the ground, finds Hutchison.
Put himself on a halfback, I reckon.
Yeah.
Hutchison goes to his teammate, O'Connor, they're just using this ball that's straight over the Lockie Patton's head, and they're in numbers. St Mary's comes back out. He's Ham, dishes off the handball to Tenace. What can he do? Fumbles, but then gets the ball back.
He's got numbers.
He got Ham again. He just kept running.
Back to, was that Ham? Just gets it, tries to get it in front of Garner. Garner almost picks it up. Got to get around his opponent. Goes left, goes right. No, look, he's done 3 circles.
Just join with him.
This is off the handball to Dobson. Dobson into the goal square. Lynch. Can he defend it for Bell Park? He does.
He does. So Lynch will take a bounce running out, making Snowden work. Oh, he's chasing him down though. Lynch is
Give it that was the one. What he was thinking, Lynch.
He had no one to go to, so he just
ran out of the room. He looked like he handballed it to his mate who was on the interchange almost. Kick inside 50 doesn't really work for St Mary's. Dowling's tackled immediately. And the umpire, no, it's come out. Stack gets it away. Bell Park, it's intercepted.
Good hand.
Ling's played pretty well. Here we go, Banjana, 50 out. Nice pass. Little chipping ball from Banjana. Went about 10 metres, I'd say.
Yeah.
And St Mary's is going to line it up. I think that's Dobson.
Haven't get many people with hands on their heads and on their legs at the moment.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen from Chris Lynch all year. He's been excellent at running the ball out, finding a target, but he just panicked. There was no one to go to, so he had to handball it to the boundary line.
Yep.
So Sam Dobson's going to kick this from about 45.
I know it's a winner's position, but there's not a St Mary's player with his hands on his hips.
No.
Yeah.
They're all Bell Park.
Yeah, and they seem supremely focused at the moment as Dobson comes straight in and kicks a goal.
They kick it straight as well, which is definitely helping.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, does it? Number 2 for Sam Dobson, and that is number 10 for St Mary's. They're on their way to a massive win here. Bell Park haven't moved for a long time. 10-6, 66 to 139.
First goal of the game, wasn't it?
Yes, they kicked the first one, and they really haven't had a shot for a long time as well. They haven't looked like it.
No.
St
That's
Mary's.
Corio Bay, thanks to them.
They haven't had a set shot, that's for sure.
Yeah, St Mary's have had the 14 inside 50s for the quarter, and Bell Park have had the 2.
Wow.
And one of them was a mark where they ran back into their defensive half.
Just looked at the interchange and the Bell Park player trotting onto the ground. You'd reckon at this stage you'd be sprinting on there as Rounds tries to get it out of the middle. Ball goes clear over the back. Lang picks it up for St Mary's, avoids the tackle, gives it across. Good candy there from McMahon. Finds Welsh. Welsh switches, goes to the outer side, puts it in front of his teammate in Callum Wade. Stevenson goes through, picks it up, then goes with the left, kicks partially smothered, puts it out in front of Lockie Patton. Got a bit of a run on here, can go with the left, bombs it into Garth direction. Can he hang on to one? Fisted away by Riley Hall and over the boundary line.
Just again, just too easy out of that back line. 2 or 3 sort of side steps where no one could lay a hand on a St Mary's player. They do look resigned at the moment, don't they, Bell Park? They're pretty. That just looks like the game's past them.
Belpo's Till have reclaimed the lead from Inverleigh. It's now 18 to 23.
Good work, Pup.
At least we've got a high-scoring one here. That's something. Or one team's high-scoring. Paddy Knott's going to get on the right boot, and he's kicked it out of bounds. He's almost kicked that further away than where he was when he kicked it. That didn't really work out for him on the right boot. At least they've had a shot though, so that's out of bounds. We're going to have a kick in right next to the point post for St Mary's.
The security guard up there in the stands to make sure comes out without any violence. Dowling takes the ball, goes down the line looking for McMullen. He's been good to McMullen.
Yep.
Haven't really had any passengers, have they? Everyone's doing their bit at the moment.
So McMullen goes down the line. looking for Gillies. Oh, he just manhandles Alford, dumps him, and it's a free kick. And Paddy Killen puts his hands up and says, "Oh, I'm sure it's not our kick." After Alford was dumped.
Alford about 50 out from his own goal, goes to a 30 out from his own goal, goes backwards. Looking to take the guy. He's kicked into the man of the mark there, the Bell Park player, but he gets away with it almost. Hutchinson's in trouble now.
No.
He's getting close in. Killen's got him. The umpire's going to blow his whistle and ball it up. They've made an absolute meal out of that one as well. They've just got no answers at the moment, Bell Park.
There's no fluency at all, is there?
Nah, St Mary's pressure's been really good.
For a team that was touted by one GFL coach to actually go on and win the whole thing
Yeah,
this
that was
season.
interesting.
This
Some
week.
comments there, but
Not sure where he pulled that one
No.
from, but they are looking in all sorts at the moment. Look how much space they're getting out of here, St Mary's.
McMullen,
Yep,
oh, sorry
you go.
mate,
No, you go,
McMullen
Milky.
goes to Hyder across to his teammate in Ling down the Gillies direction. He's got 2 to beat. Oh, it's almost landed in his lap. And the ball's in dispute at the boundary line, and we will have a throw in.
Bounced off his chest.
Yeah, I think it might have.
it was 2v1. He should never even have been able to get his
Yeah.
hands to it.
Again, Benstead, we've been on his case today, but he's had to get back harder there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like he was a bit sort of complacent about that one, as we're going to have a throw in 10 metres around for the Bell Park goal in front of the Gary Ablett Terrace. It's tapped out to the back by the St Mary's ruckman. O'Connor's going to run onto this. Tries to tap it towards Stack. It's gone through his legs and he's caught and that's out of bounds.
I'll tell you another interesting stat, Barnesy, that
Tell me.
Vale has been off the ground for 10 minutes.
Yes, good point.
10 minutes. For someone who rucked for 41 minutes straight, he's been off for 10.
Yep.
Yeah, and St Mary's are winning the hitouts for the quarter as
What's
well.
he doing down there, Whitey? Is he just sitting in the bench?
I just sat down. He was standing up for a while. He's just sat back down now.
Must be getting a bit cold, the big fella.
Would be. Oh, hacking it off the ground, McMullen, and a
kick to
free
Stack.
kick.
Yeah, Stack was being held without it.
So Tyler Stack starts, goes wide.
They're getting sucked into these boundaries at the moment.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
Yeah.
O'Connor, who's very, very wide.
And it's not their go. They don't want to be forced wide.
Yeah, it leaves them with no real option where to go, and they sort of
No,
hem themselves
he's,
in.
Correct.
He's had to go back to Herman, who's just further back towards goal. Then he goes to Alford, who's now 2 metres off the boundary line and the point post. He goes to Tim Sheringham, the good Sheringham.
They haven't got anything out of this because they're still in the other
That's out of
pocket
bounds.
now.
He went out of bounds to kick. That goes to Paddy Bright. He's dispossessed. The handball comes off from McMahon. Over across to Dobson. Dobson to Sherman. To Damien McMahon. Goes towards goal. Gillies. Oh, good spoil by Alford. To the... it's O'Connor at the bottom of that pack. Puts it out. Stevenson. Does he get one in the back? No, says the umpire. We'll have a ball up. 30 out from the St Mary's goal. They lead 10-6, 66, 139 in this very one-sided...
Every time a Bell Park player's run out of the back line, there's been no options forward, has there? They've been covered pretty well.
With that one, that one there with a switch, Whitey, you got to keep coming with a switch. Like they come out here and all they did was kick down the line. They could have done that on the other side.
We've got a free kick downfield here for a torpy. Keep going, Whitey.
There's been occasions where they've had 2 under 5 forward of the field.
Yeah.
They just can't hit a target doing that.
Yeah.
Ball movement forward, half of the ground's been very ordinary.
As Wilbur said, they went from one side of the ground to the other and didn't gain anything.
They
at
got
all.
nothing out of it. Yeah.
The announcer sort of interrupts my speaker. It's a bit loud in my ears. Sheringham gets it. They're going to try this again, Bell Park. So they're going to go across the field. Alfred's probably going to be the next one.
Yep, you're right.
Benstead's going to be closed down by Hyder over that side, so they've got nothing to go here.
They need to try and look for the 45 in the
Well,
middle.
they've got an extra on the wing here. He's just not going to use it.
So they do take that
try
45 as well, but wanted them to. It's a good kick. Paddy Bright is starting to get his hands on the ball at the moment, playing sort of a wingish role. That's going over Sheringham's head, who takes a one-hander just. O'Connor, so they got a little bit of breathing space. He drops the mark.
2 on 1 here.
Getting closed in.
He's in
Getting
trouble.
closed in. He's gone.
See you later, Tiger.
Yeah.
Holding the ball.
Wow.
Good work by
Great
young
man is
Ham.
playing a great game, and they go quick. Welsh has got it, Milky.
Yeah, goes to Welsh. Welsh puts it out in front of Gillies with the one Duke. He goes, then traps it. He's good. Peels it off to the front of the square, but no.
no!
Clean bowled Alfred off the deck. Oh, minor score. Wow,
Went straight through his hands. That was just one of those ones where the goalie fumbles it in soccer and the striker has a tapping.
Yes.
McMullen fluffed it in the goal
Bloody hell.
square. He sprayed it wide.
The bounce of the ball might have been going right, so he had to sort of try and kick it.
Missed his
inwards.
shot on goal. We have a goal kick for the keeper, basically. Spenstead goes wide, looking for Vale, who's back on the field finally.
Yep.
Punch forward here for Bell Park. It's bouncing their hands. Stack, who's starting to get involved in the game. He's a little bit fumbly though. Takes a bounce across half back. Looks through the middle.
Keep
Knox
running.
got it. He's got to give it over. Here comes Dobson. Oh, spun out of it well. Not has it. Goes wide. Long, wide handball. Damien McMahon straight to the opposition. Connors claims it. It's chipping ball in the middle. Almost works. They've got the numbers anyway. McMahon back to Connors. Rounds interrupts. Swings onto his left foot. Luke Rounds looked a bit awkward, but he got it forward anyway. Dowling was pushed under it. Riley Hall and Garth in the race. And that's a siren. Another short quarter. We're going to have a short day today. St Mary's
pub early.
10-7-67. Bell Parker almost on their way to the pub. 1-3-9. A scoreless quarter for the Dragons. And St Mary's are dominating this game thanks to Cry Bay Health Group. A 58-point lead at the main break.
As you mentioned, they're looking really ominous at the moment. Like you look at the McMahons, they've been good for a couple of years, and they just run that helter-skelter type run. Back in the middle, up they go again. Banjanin and Vale. Vale actually whacked it into the back of Banjanin's pack on that occasion. Comes through Welsh, gives it over to Garner. There's a combination over to McMullen. Jack Blood, he's all right. He's rebounded over to Ling. Ling into the pocket. Gillies takes a mark.
Hurt himself now. Blood. He's stayed down. Hasn't got up.
Yeah.
He's grabbing
his right leg.
Yes. High hamstring, I think. But he was getting work done at half time as well on his legs.
Banjo seems a little bit concerned. Having a look at him there. He hasn't got up, Blood, which is not good.
Nah.
That's unfortunate.
Gillies.
Let's hope it's not a...
Yeah, it doesn't look good. He's trying to get to his feet now as Gillies is about to kick from 45 out on the boundary.
He's walking. Hopefully it's
off.
a knock.
Gillies' kick is perfect.
Jeepers.
You couldn't have kicked that better. Tom Gillies has kicked a ripper.
We've
only played about 50 seconds in this quarter, and St Mary's have added to their lead. That is number 11 for them. 11-7-73 as Jack Blood slowly makes his way off. Bell Park 1-3.
Keep an eye on that, Whitey.
We've played a minute. Who's that? Thanks to Milky?
Bendigo Bank.
Bendigo Bank, thank you to Bendigo Bank. The Community Bank, I bank with them, they're good. They give me my money when I ask, so that's enough. Perfect kick there from Tom Gillies. He just
wasn't it? Did not.
Yeah. They just
It was
can't
always
seem to do
going
anything. They can't seem to do anything wrong right now.
Yep.
Back in the guts. Neither player wins that. Banjanin has a second slap at it. Welsh goes with a mung forward. Gillies has been held onto by Johnson, but it comes out. Elford dishes off the handball to Lynch. Lynch a little up and under to Paddy Bright. Takes the mark. He's got O'Leary there to help him if he needs it. He ignores that. Looking to Rounds. Then now he spears a pass into Sheringham.
That's what we were talking about at half time. They've had two marks here. They had an opportunity to keep going and they haven't.
Sheringham into the guts of the ground and finds Dobson. Very unusual for him to cough up a kick. That's Dylan McMahon. Johnson traps it. Then just gets stripped of it. He threw that away.
Yeah, you can't throw it. You're not allowed to throw in the game.
Yeah, one of the golden rules of the game, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Because Darby Hyder's going to have a free kick, 45 from goal. I'm not sure he has the legs in him. Is he taking it? Yeah, he is. He's grabbed it.
He's looking for a handball.
He was too, wasn't he?
He's going to have to kick this from the pain of 50. I don't think he has the journey in the young fella. He's giving it off. Sherman's going to unload from 53. It's going right to the teeth of the goals. Sherman's got it.
Wait, that was $1,000 last night.
Yeah.
If he's not in your votes, Kirsch, he should be now. He's one of Zach Sherman. He's done everything else in the first half, and he's bagged one. 2 minutes into the third quarter.
He's certainly written down on each of my quarters. So
yes,
his
been dominant.
His second quarter was terrific, and maybe he can manufacture that into the third quarter and hit the scoreboard like he did there.
Now, Kirsch, of all the players on the field, who is the last person you want getting that handball around the back? 30 seconds after he got that free kick. You can't allow that.
Cannot.
Of all the players.
Surely Bell Park players would have knew he was going to handball it off.
Look, I don't know. They've chucked in not into the midfield, Bell Park. I mean,
he's stripped of the footy right now as we speak.
Generating any pace in there, Barnesy.
Vale wrapped up in a tackle, tries to get a handball, but he's wrapped up by Welsh.
The problem is it's hard to generate pace when you don't have anyone pacey to put in at the moment. They're very one pace.
Paddy Bright on the wing, I think, looks pretty lively, and he could generate some run on the wing.
Banjanin slaps at it.
Moves.
Yep. Slaps
not
at it.
Wilbur.
Picked up by Ian Ellie. He runs into trouble. He's stripped of it as well. Umpire said Julgonski. Free kick to Ling.
Got caught in the headlights there.
Yep.
Terribly here now. He saw two players coming in on him. Ling's got it. He's played a good game. Best I've seen on him so far. Gives his handball off, but it's intercepted. Ian Ellie takes it back.
Was a bit telegraphed,
It
wasn't it?
was very obvious. This ball looking for Garth, who loses his feet. Riley Hall doesn't lose his feet. He never does. He's tackled. He gets this one off. Lang's got it. He goes back. Oh, that kick down the wing from Garner was smothered. Lovely smother. That was by Patton. The ball's gone out of bounds right in front of us.
Bell Park love their tackles, and they've only had the 27.
How many have St Mary's had?
St Mary's have only had the 25 either.
Hasn't been the tackling
game
as we thought.
St Mary's have controlled the ball, so
evidenced by the short quarters.
Which is what Bell Park are known for with the tackling.
Bad throwing.
Going on there.
Call it back and throw the damn
I've
thing in
noticed that the
properly.
last couple of weeks the throw-ins have been terrible.
Gillies is going to be a long option here. He almost marked that. He's dropped a couple he should have taken. The
chopping.
So he's going to get a free kick 50 metres out from goal.
Johnson's done well to hold him up
70
there.
points is the margin, boys.
Wow. Yep,
it's going to be 100 plus.
Yeah, it should be the way this game's going.
Absolutely.
70 points is almost flattering for Bell Park at this stage, which is...
They're just taking their opportunities, Bell Park, St Mary's, sorry, and Bell Park aren't.
Gillies starts his run. He's going to have to kick this from about 53.
Blood back on, boys.
He launches into it, Tom Gillies. He's
launched
it.
Wow.
He's kicked
That's
it
goal
60.
number 4.
That's goal number 4 for Tom Gillies, as Milky said. Took your line there.
He's even kicked into the net as well.
Yeah, he's hit the fence from outside 50. That's 9-point range. 13-7, 85 to 139. Thanks to Bendigo Bank.
Jack Blood didn't get any work done on the bench, boys. I'm not sure if maybe it was just a knock.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a knock, but when he first went down, it didn't look great.
Yeah,
he was
I thought it might
definitely
have been
holding
a
his
high
front leg, wasn't he?
He couldn't move.
Banjo was a little bit concerned, and anyway, he's out there, the lad.
He is.
Good for St Mary's sake, anyway.
Straight back in the middle too. He doesn't mess around.
Up they go. Vale runs under it. Garner tries to take the ball with him, keeps pushing forward. Rounds, gets across a handball. Intercepted by McMahon. That's Hayden. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire circling. Just he's going to pick him.
Nice little curtsy too on the style.
What was that?
Just doing a bit of a deep end.
Oh, jeez.
Lifted the dress.
Willikers. Who said G. Willikers?
Oh, I couldn't believe that.
Garth is a target out of 50. Ryan Hall, as usual, gets the fist in. They're scrapping over the ball out there. Lang picks up, spins out of the
do-si-do.
Kicked up the line by McMullen was good. Hyder's got it. Centre wing looks inboard as they always do. Ling's tackled immediately by Big Shorts. He's gone.
Yeah, good.
He's
the best tackler for a big fella. He's unbelievable.
Ling thought he could get around him. There's no chance of that happening. Rounds through the middle. This is what we were looking for. He kicks inside 50. Bright. He's gone under the footy. Punched away from him. Paddy Dowling's the first one onto it. Spins out of a non-tackle. Looked good for no reason. Sherman's got it. And he chips across looking for McMahon.
Look at the numbers.
McMahon gets it across to Snowden. Snowden takes the mark. Gets bit of candy from the big
Oh,
fella. Happy feet.
no.
He's pretty happy with himself. He's gone though. Play on.
Actually,
Advantage. Advantage goes towards goal.
No.
Garner, the only one there with him, goes towards goal. He just handballs it through for a rush behind.
That's
Jeebus.
you know your day's going bad when that happens.
Yeah, but a shit day when that happens.
For the listeners, there was a Bell Park player running into the goal square. The ball bounced behind him.
30 metres on his own he was.
Would have been clear for their first shot at goal. In the end, they didn't get a shot. All they got was a rush behind. There's a whistle here.
Whistles everywhere.
The umpire, I think, wants 50.
Blood rule.
Blood rule.
Blood rule.
I like what they were doing though, how they took the ball on as soon as they got the free kick, just played it, got the advantage straight away.
Well, that's what we discussed, that first 10 minutes you got to go for broke.
Wade goes to the outer side. Little drop mark. I think that's one of the McMahons out there. He takes it on as usual. Loves to run, Damien McMahon. He thumps this long to no one in particular, though. That's cut off. I think that's, Reed over there. Looking forward. He's popped this one on his teammate's head. That's not really going to work out. McMahon just punches it out of bounds with disdain.
Not much urgency there from Manganelli. Needs to
Make
get
it more
involved
of
a
a
little bit.
contest.
As soon as that kick was, obviously it was going over his head pretty much from the start.
I wish I had a stat for spoils, because they're just...
Well, do it.
Well, take it
Bill,
down,
that's
Bill.
your job.
Don't wish.
You just make it up. No one knows. The ball comes out there.
I used to make it up.
Patton's dispossessed Garner. Garner goes forward. Hyder's pulled off the footy there, and he'll get a free kick here. Picks it up. You've got to go back behind your mark, son. You've got to go back behind your mark. You can play it if you want to.
Jack Blood dropped the ball then. He should have just chucked it back.
Quick hands. Cross to his teammate there, and Paddy Killen goes
the
into the pocket.
Oh,
Finds the big banjo. The big banjo put it down.
It was a watermelon. He would have drowned.
Yeah. Goes over the boundary line. 15 around from the St Mary's goal.
Dropped it at his own feet. It was a nice ruck tap.
On the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 1-4-10 Bell Park. Yeah, that's right. 1-4-10. They trail St Mary's 13-7-85.
Their only score in the last hour has been a rush behind St Mary's. They're in real trouble. The ball is thrown in the pocket here for St Mary's. Van Janen taps it down. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Here Clear! No!
That one was pretty deliberate from up here. It was handballed straight to the boundary by a Bell Park player.
Yeah,
I've been hot and cold in that rule all day.
That was big Toddy.
He's been quiet, Toddy.
Yeah,
The
big
pin-up
Todd.
boy.
Yeah, well, his greatest fan isn't here. He's just been a bit lost, hasn't he?
Got nothing to play for.
Yeah, exactly.
Ground the rounds, Torquay 7-7-49, leading Barwon Heads 5-7-37.
Good work as the balled in, wrapped up in the tackle straight away. Is that
I went 4
rounds
metres
underneath
again.
that? Yeah, they just tell him to come in.
He was
3
in.
metres off the line. The ball, Banjannon's dragged off that footy by Vale. He's picked it off. It's actually a free kick to Vale.
Haven't got much forward of the footy here, boys. If they get at Bell Park anyway, they're all covered.
Snowden's sitting right in the hole where Big Shorts wanted to kick it as he goes short to Stack.
Garner and Johnson exchanging pleasantries there. Oh.
Stack goes back, O'Connor. A little bit lost here, Bell Park. This is where they've been in
There's
trouble.
nowhere to go. You have a look.
Little
There is
bit
not
lost.
a Bell Park player
Mullins only off
presenting.
perfectly over there. Banjo's not really chasing too hard though, so he had enough time.
He's been really under pressure today, O'Connor.
Even that was slow, wasn't it?
Yep.
It's just
Yeah.
slow ball movement.
Lynch is open in the middle, but they have to get the ball to
Got
him.
to get
That's
it
the
to
problem.
him. Reed on the back defensive 50 arc.
what Bell Park
goes,
want.
just goes long to no one in particular. Pappy Feet puts his hands up. That was Stevenson's kick smothered. Ian Alley, he's dispossessed, comes
And
back
they're
out
out.
to McMahon, goes across to Killen. Killen goes into the pocket. Go one on one. Jack Blood, just too damn clever, the young fella. Bang! That's their 14th goal.
Just pushed off his man blood and then ran it in over the back.
It's just too easy.
Yeah,
Wow.
just simple, wasn't it? You could see it. You said it, Kirsch, they were out. It took one handball and then they're
One.
through. That's
Yep.
it. That one handball through the middle. Sherman linked up with Killen and it was all over.
But the best thing, the good thing about St Mary's at the moment is they're actually winning it at the source and then getting it to the outside too easily. So
Then you go back to scoreboard, 14-7-91, plays 1-4-10, 81-point margin, boys.
I don't like
It's
using this
going.
word too often in football, particularly finals, but Bell Park are non-competitive.
Yep.
They are a non-competitive
They really are.
unit at the moment.
Just over in the GD, Inverleigh 3-8-26, trailing Bellpost Hill 4-7-31, 5-point difference.
This is as bad a performance as I've ever seen from Bell Park, I think, as this one's handballed over to this side. Coming out here, Blood's chasing his man, fumbling it forward. That is Patton. Handballs it forward inside the 50. Garth is going to get onto this one. Man, we haven't seen all day. He just drops it. Completely dropped it. Tries to scrag Welsh out of the way, but he's happy to see it over there, Garth, and he looks pretty dejected
Riley
at the
Hall's
moment
actually,
too.
Hey,
Riley Hall's done a great job.
He's been
on him.
terrific, Riley.
You asked, will he kick his 100? Not a chance. Not a chance.
not a chance when they've only kicked one, I would say, Milky.
Yeah. Well, I can't. That means he's got to kick 10 between now and next week. It's not going to happen.
No, that ain't going to happen.
Going to have a big day next week, I suppose.
Spinning ball, Vale wins it, knocks it down, not at ground level. He's wrapped up in a tackle by two of them. And in fact, I reckon one of them is his
Gonski.
teammate. Shane Vale was in there trying to help out with it. Zane
Shane
Vale. That's his brother.
Well bowled.
Yeah, Shane.
Snowden's got the free
Snowy.
kick. And he's
Good on
back
ya.
50. Kicks us out towards the interchange. Looking for Whitey. He is. Dobson flies. Couldn't grab it. Benstead almost picked it up with one hand. And he ended up tapping it out of bounds.
On other news, Winks has been backed into $1.08.
Was that part of the daily double, Kirsch?
No, not part of that daily double.
It's quite good.
That's really his ground the rounds. He's going on the race course.
Yeah.
Spinning ball, Vale has front spot, just punches it towards the boundary line, waiting for his teammates to run onto it. Callum Wade gets it. Oh, just Paddy Killen's kick smothered.
That was sore in the hands.
Yeah.
Very loud. Here at Simmons Stadium. The crowd really hasn't filled out, though.
No. I would have thought we had
been
a
pretty prolific
massive
this
crowd
quarter.
today.
Yeah, I thought today was the day with no other footy on, really.
And not a bad day. It's not
Yeah,
freezing.
it's quite warm for the
Nice
weather
weather.
we've been having. As this one's paddled towards us again. Now we're
She's been
starting to get
everything.
stoppages. Oh, it's tap forward by McMullen. Cleverly done. Ham can't pick it up. Toddy can, though. Handballs are back out towards the boundary. They're always going to the boundary.
Oh, Welsh.
Welsh lays a heavy
Well
tackle.
done.
Leadership stuff there from Welsh.
Welsh and Garner have been fantastic.
Yeah. Been excellent today, Welsh.
Yeah.
St Mary's have just been able to win the contested footy more than they've been able to get it out on their outside run.
So Ruckman
Simple as
Scragg
that.
not gets it and hacks it forward. Long kick. Jackson Bright under it. Oh, here we
Good
go.
spot. Good spot.
Oh, Big Matty's just strolled in with a box full of food and drinks for the
look
lads.
at who's a popular lad now?
Jackson Wright's got it 60.
Hey, we like him all of a sudden.
Ooh, just pass me one of those solos whenever you can, please, mate. That'll be lovely. Thank you. Jackson Wright's
Here we go.
in
I'm more
there.
of a Coke man myself.
Knots marked 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Bright found him in there.
For their second goal at the 14-minute mark of the third quarter.
One of the longest 1-2.
Oh, he's handballed it off.
No,
No,
the
he can't,
umpire
no,
says
he
he
can't do that, says the umpire.
First time we've ever seen him handball, and he waited till he couldn't do it. That was the
Set it up.
plan.
What was a little bit better with that is not actually won it at the source, got it out, and then pressed forward hard.
Yeah.
So
One of the
haven't seen
longest,
that much though.
One of the longest 1-2s I've ever seen, Kirsch, but he
Yep.
worked hard to get there.
Yeah,
Might have handballed, he might not feel him.
One of
make a
the few times I've hit a target with a handball today.
Oh,
too.
he's kicked
Not,
an absolute
hasn't even
scragger.
made the difference.
That was
Distance.
yuck.
They still can't get a kick on goal.
That
We're going to have a free
yuck.
kick here to
Callum Wade.
St Mary's, I think.
And he's already, look, they're already, the McMahon's already
they're spreading already.
Spreading.
I think that's why I already want. Why he wanted to handball it.
It's
Paddy
free
Mc-
kick to Bell Park.
Don't know
To
how
Patton.
that happened.
Unless he got him high in the...
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't there
Yeah,
the Mary's
got the
players?
trip.
Riley Hall was calling for McMahon to go spread because he was starting to switch already and they didn't have the ball.
Lockie Patton, can he get Bell Park's second goal? We're looking right over his shoulder here.
Surely. Oh, there's a 50.
Oh, come
No.
on.
Well, he's still kicking it anyway. The umpire's giving him 50.
Oh, no, he's making him kick it again.
He's kicked
Just-
a goal.
he's
Just
kicked a
let him
goal.
kick
Move
it,
on.
Westy.
Just pay advantage.
Come on.
There's a 50 for something that's moved Patton from 15 metres out to 0 metres out. He's going to kick the goal from the goal square anyway, eventually.
So do we give him both of them? We give him two
Yeah,
goals?
yeah,
So
well,
surely,
give him two. They need
mercy
two.
rule, we'll give him two.
So after almost 90 minutes, I'd say.
And it's given him the old double Duke celebration.
Jeez.
Kicking their
Lucky-
second
lucky-
15 minutes in. The
Lucky
third.
Patton's kicked a goal and celebrated about
Wow.
it. Kirsch isn't happy
I'm
about
not happy
that.
about that.
Kirsch, he actually did it when he kicked the first goal.
Yeah.
Well, he got two celebrations.
Yeah.
Must have been just a
Down by 80.
instinctive
I'm not happy with it. I'm not
Down
happy
by
with
80
that.
points,
That's very
just why he'd
fine
be
worthy. That's a
celebrating
$20
it.
fine, I think.
Yeah.
Doubles Bell Park's goal tally. 2-4-16 they are now, trailing St Mary's 14-7-91.
And can we thank Lee Hartman? He obviously organised some tucker
Thanks to
for us,
Bendigo
which is
Bank.
great.
Thanks to
Good
Lee
work,
Hartman.
Lee.
Yep.
Good on
Yep.
you, Lee.
Well
Bad
done.
luck, Whitey.
Yeah,
Yes.
no thanks from here.
There'll be
Sucked in, Whitey.
Tyler Stack gets a rare kick,
lob
goes
you a
out of the
sausage
centre
roll out the
circle.
window.
Gee whiz, over the top. I reckon he was very unlucky not to get a free kick there, the St Mary's boy.
Oh.
Gee,
Ran a long way there.
really ran a long way then. Paddy Dowling goes deep. Reed does
Oh,
the
he's
Bell
been hit
Park.
off the ball.
That's Benny Johnson.
Gillies has run through Johnson behind
Yep.
the ball there. The umpire was in a good position to see it.
See that?
The ball's going forward anyway. Hyder's got it in the pocket. Handballs it over. He's
Oh, here he is again.
There's
Here
a
he is
snap on
again.
goal, and there's a
Here
goal.
he is again.
So Bell Park, after a good 2 hours almost, get their second goal, and St Mary's answered it within 45 seconds.
Callum
Braden-
Wade
Braden
getting some
Hands.
attention on his thigh.
Kicked his third goal for the second gamer. Was that an injury? Somebody saying?
Johnson taking his way up. Oh, Callum Wade down here getting some work on his leg.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was in that incident
Yeah.
down there.
So
Benny Johnson in the hands of the trainers.
St Mary's now 15-7-97, leading Bell Park 2-4-16. It'll be interesting to go back over that. That's thanks to Bendigo
Just
Bank.
keep
Interesting
your eye
to
and
look
see if
over
there's
that
any
from
pleasantries
Gillies.
exchanged here.
I wonder whether it was just an accidental
Yeah,
clash.
they,
where
just,
he was
they
in
did come
position.
together, but
He hasn't. There's
Definitely
no
no,
pushing or shoving.
there was no,
no remonstration at all.
And Johnson didn't seem too aggrieved by it, I don't think.
Aggrieved. Oh, so boy, Tyler
Somebody's got to
Stacks
open it.
lifted his game, gets it out of the middle. 2-on-1 here. Jacko Bright gets it out. Sherman gets off the handball. Comes back to Lang. Back to McMahon. Damien, he's had a really good game. Goes over to Riley Hall. Dishes off the handball to Welsh. Welsh gives it back to Riley Hall in the back pocket. He's going to handball it again. Over to Ling. Back to Riley Hall in the pocket. Goes down the wing. Hyder goes for a play on! Play on! You're kidding me! Gardner!
he rode him like a horse.
Yeah.
Hyder was on
Put it up
Luke
running.
Rounds' back for 45 minutes, but the umpire didn't see anything in it. He's still on. He's still on
He
it.
put a saddle on him.
He's still on him, I'm certain. Well, goes forward. O'Connor kicks it into the 50. At the back.
My hat.
Right, can't mark it. Hall punched it away. Lang's going to pick it up in the back pocket. He's met and tackled.
We've had a wowee
The
in
ball
my
goes out
hat.
of bounds.
Had a gee whiz.
And a gee
Gee
whiz.
willikers.
Oh, that's right.
We've had everything.
Derby Hyder's run winks to victory on the outer wing, and the umpire didn't see anything in it.
Ben Johnson can't walk. Lead him over there, the poor fella. He's just limping around.
Ball's flipped in by Stevenson. Comes across to Tyler Stack. Gets around one. Goes towards goal. Lang's there to take a defensive mark. Plays on immediately. Gets
here
it out.
they
He's
go.
got McMahon. Damien going back with the flight. Takes the mark. Takes a bounce. Loves the run, this boy. Down he goes. Down the line he goes. Benny Johnson's in the way. Should trap it.
Oh!
Lee gets a really good bounce. Goes towards goal.
Gillies.
He's got Gillies in the pocket. Can he get it to him?
Oh!
Gillies knocked it back into play. Jack Blood's there. Can he do anything with it?
Rushed through.
Rushed through.
You're allowed to do that here.
Yes.
Tell you what, Ben Johnson would look a bit like me out there just then. Watch the play go past him. He couldn't do anything about it. He looks in real trouble, Ben Johnson.
I tell you what, mate, if this thing doesn't finish up this quarter, there'll be no food left. Pup and Liam
cold.
are scoffing themselves.
I was still the same sausage.
Yeah,
Oh, they're really big.
What was that?
Go ahead.
Snowden's got it. Handballs it back to Dowling. He's in the centre square. Kicks it long to the hot spot. Blood at the back. Oh, he's let it Free kick.
Jack Blood.
Jack Blood, a little bit
just
too obvious
got
there
the
with
hip in a bit
Shepherd.
early.
Dug one into the back of his opponent, Chris Lynch, I think that is down there. And he chips the ball out to Rounds.
Rounds has it in the back pocket.
You blokes are certainly up and about on your full stomachs up there.
Whitey.
That was right in front of you before, Whitey.
Seriously, this
Did you think there was
annoys
anything
me.
in that Hyder free kick there, possibly, Whitey?
What's that?
That Hyder one that was right in front of you.
I know.
Anything in that?
No. I don't think you touched him.
He was on his back for 3 minutes.
I can't hear anything over my rumbling stomach though.
Luke Rounds has had to be reset for the kick. He put it over O'Leary's head, and now it's going to be a throw in. I don't
Kirsch
get
has stepped out to go watch the race.
why they turn around and realign a guy in the back pocket. Just get on with it.
Yeah, inconsequential, isn't it?
Exactly.
We're going to have a throw in as Vale makes his way down there to contest with Gillies.
99 plays 16.
Free kick.
20 minutes
coming
gone.
up here. Going to Vale Park. Gillies wanted to go take it. He's getting ready to kick.
The Will was just
What's Will been doing
gone.
over here? Will was
Yeah, well, you got to watch. You're not paid to watch horses, pal.
is he getting paid, is he?
Yeah, well, maybe.
Winks just won
Grab
a
a sausage
19th in a
roll on
row.
your way back. They're good.
Todd's taking a mark out over there. Todd Stevenson, he goes back in towards the corridor. Sheringham's got it. Rough day for the player coach, Tim Sheringham. He's going to be coming back next year. Milky, you tried to float the idea of him going elsewhere.
I did not.
You said it would be a good idea. I didn't say you said it was happening. They're trying to work their way out of the back line here at Bell Park again. This one is Reed. He's got it on his back 50 on the Telstra logo.
Sure, Patton 3 on 1.
Patton's got it. Found him. It's a good kick. He looks a lot like his brother. He handballs it into Benstead. Chips the ball along. Oh, I pushed him over there, but McMahon gets away with it.
Got away
Riley
with
Hall
it.
out the back.
Look out,
Garth's
look
gonna
out.
get this. No!
Oh!
He's kicked it across the face. And Garth kicked it out of bounds.
That's one of the few times Bell Park's moved the footy from coast to
Coast
coast.
to coast,
mate.
mate. Yep.
Probably
Yeah,
the
you're
only
right,
time I
Whitey, that
reckon
was-
Whitey.
Yeah, the best ball movement for probably
That
the
kick to
game.
Patton was the one they haven't been able to hit all day. That one to him on the wing, it was good. It opened things up for him. Got that overlap run.
Spinning ball. Danger. Spot here. Ball comes out. Welsh dishes off the handball. McMahon, I think that was across to his teammate in Sherman.
He's gone quiet, Sherman. Gone cold.
Yeah,
He's
no.
had a cold quarter.
It'd be interesting to see. You've mentioned him in every quarter, so he's
Wonder
had
if
a
he
quiet
gets
30.
votes.
Up they go again. Stevenson wins this one. Trying to crash his way through was Herman. Ball's in dispute. Umpire's letting it go. 20 out from the Bell Park goal. 2-4-16. They trail 15-9-99 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 22 and a half gone.
You heard it right. It's an 83-point game here at Simmons Stadium as the ball's tapped up. Welsh somehow managed to come out with it. He handballs it forward. Sheringham's in the way though, and he's tackled really well. He dropped it. Umpire said it was okay. O'Connor went over his shoulder. He got it back.
Hey,
They got it
some
still
tricks.
going. Great handball too. He gets it out. Hutchison went back. Sheringham from the pocket. Kicked it to the hot spot. Oh, good fist away by Lang. Got 30 metres on it
It's been
too.
good.
Oh, and the bounce is going to work.
He missed it.
And they've got
Hyder
numbers as well.
works it out,
Oh,
gets it
just
over to the
so.
side. Here's Sherman. Apparently he's quiet. He's got it and he's got to keep going. Shrugged off the tackle, but he isn't allowed the advantage. I'm not really sure why.
Two light spots of rain starting to fall too, boys.
Oh, geez, hope you don't get wet.
Bad luck, Whitey.
Wet and hungry.
You want a brolly?
Wet and hungry. How much whinging will he do?
The wind's picked up. Maybe Bell Park is still in this.
Hyder goes in the direction of Wade. Wade takes a good mark into the forward arc. Oh, gee, almost Connor just almost takes it. Then dishes off the handball. McMullen gets a minor score.
Had time to straighten up there,
He
McMullen.
did.
Kick a drop
1-2
punt.
for him for the day.
No one was coming at him.
Yeah, he decided to snap from 40 out, which is always extremely tough to get enough purchase on.
Ground the rounds. Torquay lead by 10 and Bellpost Hill by 12.
Good work. O'Connor goes to the outer side. 3-on-1 again. Gee whiz, as it comes out the back. Picked up by Gillies.
Oh.
Missed Welsh. Ball comes out the back. Big Shorts just knocks it clear. Costello chips in. Damien McMahon tries to grab the footy, but he doesn't. Costello goes back on the rebound, picks up the footy, but it's just all Hayden McMahon who takes the mark in the defensive 50.
They could raffle it back there, St Mary's. As whoever wanted the stat, really, as McMahon's got it.
He's got no options forward.
He kicks down the middle. He's got Connors. There's an option for you, Wilbur. Pretty good one too. Connors has marked it.
Like on his own.
In the centre, on the edge of the centre square. Handballs it off to Dowling. Cruising pass, he goes out wide.
Ben Jannon just running into a little bit of space.
Chipped back inboard here, Killen. They're trying to pick their way through. Waiting for the moment to turn it on and give that handball receive. Killen goes looking inside 50. Oh, big jump over the back there from Rounds. Didn't get near it. That's a good mark. Not really sure about that, but the quiet man, Sherman's got it. Doesn't speak apparently because he's quiet, so he's got it 45 out.
We know he's got the journey because he did kick one from 53 earlier.
Ben Johnson again getting a lot of work done on his legs down here on the bench.
He's cooked.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he came back on, to be honest.
Yeah.
No real point at this stage.
I just want the trainer to hurry up so I can get a rub as well.
Miss your humour, Whitey.
Just from inside 50. Zach Sherman doesn't miss him, and he's kicked another one. That is a number 2 for him for the day. Played an excellent game, and they've cracked the ton, St Mary's.
That's his 40th for the year.
Excellent season.
Wow, as a midfielder.
Yeah, predominant midfielder, kicking 40 goals. Gets the hard ball too. He's not just an outside runner. So that's 16-10, 106. St Mary's leading by 90 points
90
now.
points.
Bell Parker 2-4-16.
100. Oh, that's a Monty.
100 might be a good result for me, really. We played about 25 minutes since the Bendigo Bank. Waiting for the sign so we can hold into some food. Yeah.
Still a quarter to go, mate, and then 90 points up. Wow. There'll be headsets going everywhere in a few minutes. As up goes Bale. Gives away the free kick to Banjanin.
I think they might just turn off the vision and only listen to the sound when they watch the replay of this one. We want to hear our voices anyway, but they won't want to watch much of it, I don't think.
Banjanin in the middle. Goes to the hot spot, centre half forward. Or going back was Stevenson. Tried to take the mark. It wasn't it. McMullen gets it. Gets it off the handball. Gets it to Connors. Goes round the body. Going back, taking a good defensive mark is Reid.
Yeah, as you said, Kirsch, you just managed to step through the traffic there, just easy as you like. It's Bell Parker again.
They haven't been able to
torturous here trying to get out of the back 50, Wilbur.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, Bell Park haven't been able to lay tackles either, just with the Mary's side steps and just shrugging off tackles.
That's out on the full. From this angle, it looked like he got a hand on it before it went over the line and then fumbled it over, but the umpire was in a better position.
Than us, Barnesy, that boundary umpire.
Well, I said from here. There's a man all by himself. Connors at 30 metres inside the forward 50 then.
For ages. Look at Hayden McMahon. Lead him to sit in 50. No.
Connors has kicked one today.
St Mary's 16th inside 50 for the quarter, and that's their 4th mark inside 50 for the quarter as well.
Domination hasn't slowed down. No. Connors is going to kick this from about 45 metres out. Tightish angle over near de Grandi's as he kicks this one. Set it up for the wind. It's curling back, but it's not going to be enough. It's punched through for a minor score. That takes them to 16-11, 107.
Give that one to Connors.
They're also plus 24 in handballs.
So Lynch, Chris Lynch in the goal square.
Kirsch is checking his watch. He's had enough. Get me out of here.
How much longer do you got to do this? You got another quarter to go, Kirsch. Lynch still undecided.
Where's this close one?
Comes out and finds O'Connor.
Haven't been able to see a close one yet.
Haven't you, Wilbur?
I thought this one would be a lot closer than it is, but anyway.
I said under a goal.
O'Connor up and under the footy. 2-on-1 here. Ball at Patton. Can he shark it? No, he can't. Ling does, though. He dishes off the handball to Wade. Wade's handballs ricochets off. Patton picks it up. Gives it over to Sheringham. The good Sheringham. Gives it over to Ian Ellie. Ian Ellie doesn't appear to know what he's going to do with it. So Knott receives the handball. Goes into the pocket. 2-on-1. Jackson Bright got double teamed here. Goes back to Lang, who will... gets a tackle from Garth. It's a fraction high, but he just kicks it, lands in the arms of Knott.
Yep, Knott's got it 55 out. His kick inside the 50 before was horrible. He had so much time to pick an option and he decided to pick really no particular option. So he's going to find someone now. Here we go. He's got one over the top and he's got it to Sheringham, who's going to have a shot from goal, 35 out in the pocket in front of the forward stand. Tough one to kick.
It's twice now in the quarter they've gone coast to coast, so things looking up for Bell Park.
Yep. Just saw then a couple of the chases there by St Mary's were a little bit lagging. I think
that was sarcasm.
Chew on the rack.
Bell Park's.
You don't do that well, Whitey. You don't do that very well.
It's Bell Park's 2nd mark inside 50 for the whole game.
The whole game.
Sheringham after the siren has slotted it.
beautiful
Lovely
kick.
kick. Oh, no, he hasn't.
No,
No,
faded.
it just
Faded
kept
late.
going. I thought it was
Didn't it
through
fade
before.
late?
Yeah. It's gone across the face. Bit of a summing up Bell Park's day, I suppose. Everything's just faded for them. 2-5-17, that moves them to. They are just behind. I think this one's just about done. 16-11, 107. St Mary's lead by 90 points at the last change. They beat Joey's in a final last year. Did they play him?
Joey's went out straight sets last year. Grovey
Did
knocked
St
him
Mary's-
out and St Mary's beat him in
Yeah,
one.
so they have that history of beating them in a final. If they can send a message here as well, could mean something come next week.
Ground the rounds. 3 points the difference in the BFL preliminary.
Wow.
Torquay 9-9-63 to Barwon Heads 8-12-60.
Jeez. Come on, Seagulls.
And over in the GD, Inverleigh 6-10-46 trailing Belpost Hill 9-10-64. Belpost Hill have been leading almost all day.
They're still closer than these games.
Yeah.
You mentioned it before, Whitey. Braden Ham's ones are very apart. I know, that's a big gap.
Yeah, it is a big cap.
And
isn't it?
Sherman straight to the middle after not listening to the
Not
huddle.
listen to the- Up they go again. Vale wins it, knocks it down, then follows it up, comes to Patton. Patton gets it out to Stack, puts it on the ground though instead of in his hands. Wade wraps him up in a tackle, ball spilt. Sherman, the man we just talked about, goes back, gets it, picks it up, puts it in the path of Welsh, but chipping in is Damien McMahon. Had a really good day. Bouncing ball. McMullen just tapped that down beautifully. Garner just cuts away through and then just mungs it and puts it out in front of Gillies, who goes to ground, then tries to dish it out. Then manages to keep hold of the footy. Ham gets one in the back. Gillies gives it across to Jack Blood. Just weaves his magic out of there, does little Jackie boy.
Great
Goes
kick
to Happy
too.
Feet, who puts his hands... almost paid that mark. Doesn't take it. Ball's in dispute. Umpire will ball this up. 30 out from the St Mary's goal.
Just
They
a-
lead 106-17.
Bit of concern, boys. We don't have a mark or goal nomination yet.
Nah.
Paddy Killen was probably a bit unlucky not to get nominated early. He's leading the pack at the moment, but I haven't written it down. This is one squeezed forward by Garner. It's rolling. He tried to get himself on the board, but he couldn't.
You can't give the mark of the day to the rodeo that happened down the front.
Nearly.
No, that was, if you'd have marked it, you would have.
It's Garner's third behind for the day. He's usually pretty accurate in front of the sticks. That's something to work on for St Mary's. Chris Lynch clearly steps on the edge of the square
part
and
of
kicks
their
out.
review.
Oh, there we go. I'll write that one
McMullen.
down. A little bit of a one-hander for McMullen. That was okay, I guess.
Okay. He goes...
Oh,
looking
he's
for
dropped
and
the mark.
Dropped the mark, and Dobson goes round the body and kicks
There's
the
a goal,
goal.
the goal of the day.
That
There you
goal
go.
of the goal, yeah.
You've got to mark those, son.
If Sherman already hadn't kicked the goal of the day, but that was, gee whiz.
Elford.
Elford dropped that sitter.
He's had a stinker.
Yep,
Yeah.
just went straight across. Dobson crumbed it, goal.
Yep. Absolute stinker.
That's nominated for United Fuels. Driving you where you need to go. I've just made up a slogan for the man. Looking.
Deary me. So on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, St Mary's 17-11, 113. They lead Bell Park 2-5-17.
You larded it.
Buckley's
first quarter.
Entertainment, that's what we've got
I
today.
lighted at half time,
Yeah.
seriously.
Bell Park trying to make some inroads forward. Kicked inside 50. Lang's going to be the first one over there. He gets it, gives it off quickly to McMahon. That's Hayden. He goes
a
on his
nice
trusty
kick.
left boot,
Great
perfectly
kick.
That's
kicked.
a beautiful kick.
Found his brother Dylan, twin brother, who looks inside.
Yeah.
That kick's
Not
not
sure
as
about
good.
the kick.
It's going to be a free kick to Bell Park. Tim Sheringham was impeded on. You can't do
You
that.
can't do that. No umpire.
He tried to play on in front of his own mark. That's
Yeah.
against the rules. So Sheringham's going to have to go back and take his kick from inside the centre square.
Just haven't sat down yet today. What's it like sitting down? Oh, it's not much more comfortable.
Sheringham chips it in the middle to Rounds. Seen enough of it today, Rounds, but
Yeah, he
hasn't
has,
really
hasn't
made
he?
an impact.
Yeah.
He's probably been one of their better players.
Yeah, he
They've
can,
tried
he can
in
hold
the
his head
middle.
Look at
high.
this. He's got nothing
Just
to kick to.
nowhere to
Just
go.
kick it inside 50, son.
He's
There you
trapped
go.
in his own centre squares.
Yep.
He kicks it long to...
Big Toddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Toddy!
Big
That's a nomination,
Toddy.
I think, as well for
Yeah.
United Fuels. He
Not
went
a bad
back,
effort.
went back hard there, the toddler.
Yeah, the toddler.
Took a nice one reaching back behind himself.
The toddler.
Like, it shouldn't happen. He had 30 minutes to kick that ball in. Somebody
Yeah.
should have.
Yeah.
Be disappointed they didn't get a body on him when he was coming
Yeah.
through there.
Tom Lang's gone on to Garth now, and Riley Hall onto Stevenson. Just mixing up a bit in the back line, St Mary's.
And maybe a bit of extra experience for the youngster Tom Lang.
Yeah, good idea.
Buzz seems to hate for some reason.
Yeah, he does.
That's a bit of an agenda against Tom Lang. I'm not sure what the reason is there.
It's been good today.
So for Bell Park's third goal,
Call it, pup,
The
call it.
pup.
he has
Yeah.
got it.
Well done. The pup's bored. He's coming in the commentary. We must be crap at this. The pup's coming over the top of us.
Sounding like he's got a little bit of talent to the pup. Just nice measured delivery.
We'll unplug him.
Stevenson slotted one from about 20 metres out. Thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre, that moves into 3-5-23. St Mary's are
back to 90
17-11. Back to 113. Back to 90 points. As I think we're on 100 watch for this quarter.
That's all. That's the only interest
That's
left in
just
this
about
game.
all
I
there
think,
is. Yep. I think that'll be the same for all the
Breeze
players
seems to
out
have
there.
died out.
Oh, Pups Breeze.
Bell Park has just finished.
The ball goes up in the middle again. Vale hasn't stopped trying, gets it down. Trying to crash his way through his knot, but Sheringham picks it up and gets it quickly on his boot. Puts it out in front of Garth, who actually tackles Lang. Then goes back and tries to get it to his teammate in Patton.
Oh,
Patton's
what
wrapped
tackle,
up in a
that's
tackle
ball.
straight
Boy.
away by the foot,
Legged.
says the umpire. Free
I thought he
kick.
had him around the neck as well.
Patton's 55 out. Stevenson's a target. 2 opponents to beat. They just get a fist on it, does McMahon. That's Hayden, who's happy to just shunt that over the boundary line, over the goal line, and we'll have a rush behind there for Bell Park.
Been prolific today, the rush. That's 4 on my book. I've done pretty well. One of the better players. They might see him in the best players in the paper tomorrow, or on Monday.
Garner at half back. Goes back to McMahon. That's Hayden, that one. Goes down the line for Wade. It hasn't been too bad. Callum Wade then dishes off the handball to Lang. Buzz's arch enemy goes across to Welsh, who's been really good.
Numbers on the outside here.
Goes over to Snowden, who's been also really good for St Mary's. Certainly would be in their best. Goes back to Garner.
Sherman
In the middle of the ground.
Yep. Garner goes long. Oh, it just gets to Killen. I thought he was going to be intercepted by Rounds, but it wasn't. Killen's looking inside 50 now. It's going to go long towards Blood in the pocket. Blood makes a leap at it. Oh, he almost plucked that.
Almost did.
The ball goes out of bounds.
He's lively, isn't he, Blood?
Yeah, he's a talented player.
Very, very good player.
Pretty rare for a young player like that to be able to plop him in the goal square and give him a real target.
He's been able to break lots of tackles as well.
He doesn't do much wrong. As the ball's going to be thrown up right in front of the Gary Ablett terrace. And eventually it is. Took him a while.
Which Gary Ablett?
Doesn't matter. I think it's named after both, really, by now, to be honest. So Connor's going to run it out of his back 50. Goes on the left, down the wing, to nobody in particular. and coming
good
back.
mark, Snowden.
So he's played his best game of the year today, I'd reckon.
Been fantastic.
Been dominant in the ruck, and he kicks inside the middle, looking for Sherman. Couldn't quite get to him on time. Bell Park players arrived, but they couldn't take it. Connor's handballs it off. Garner, he's kicked that, and he's not going to make the distance. Ooh, that's a free kick. Surely!
I was going to say, had to have been a free.
Gillies put both hands on his opponent's face.
I thought he was going to kick that.
He managed to get the crumbs, Gillies.
Yep. Puts pressure on Alford, forces him to bring it out to the commentary side. Oh, they're all up trying to go for that. Oh, Connors goes just a bit of a mung, but finds his teammate there.
That's Blood.
That is Blood again.
I said, on my Connors, he probably should have had a shot, really. You've got to start Lairising at this time of the day. If you're not going to do it now, then you're never going to do it, but it was a good pass to Blood.
He's 20 metres out.
So, on VFL list, Geelong?
Yep. Falcons captain last year. Had big raps on him all the way through. Beautiful article written by yours truly early in the year regarding him. If you want to go back through the archives for that one, but he's missed it anyway. Blood pushed it across the face.
They're not going to get to their 100 points unless they improve, these guys.
Disappointing. It would come up in the review.
Oh,
dear.
Sheepers.
The kick-in's turned over. Killen tried to shrug a tackle, but he couldn't get away. Patton arrived just in time, but he's turned it over as well. Sherman's digging in after it. Lynch has got it now, and he's tackled. He's not going anywhere.
That was yuck, wasn't it?
Oh, dearie me.
Horrible.
Causing more problems for themselves, really.
Yep. Was that... Who kicked that in? Alford?
Maybe.
Patton gets it off Crumbs the ruck. Bouncing ball. Wade leads. Knocks the ball to his feet. He's got Snowden there to help him.
Well.
Good hands. Out he goes to McMahon. Hayden off the step into centre half forward. McMullen takes a mark. Just lowered his eyes, didn't he? Just hit his teammate. Bang.
He didn't, blaze away and bomb it in long.
You have to be skillful to pull those ons off, don't you, when you're sort of pulling it at the last minute.
Correct. Particularly those left footers like to wind up.
Yes.
As the 418 pulls into South Geelong.
He has passion for trains, the old pup. McMullen already has 1-2 for the afternoon. Comes in. Does he make the distance? Yes,
Sure
he does. I reckon he's got his second. 2-2 to Trent McMullen. Had a reasonable afternoon as well.
Is it trying to come down as one of you one of your votes again, Pop.
Oh,
No, it's not a steam train. I still can't get over that steam train. I've never seen one.
Just on behalf of Music Workshop down here, boys, isn't Riley Hall been a great player against adversity his whole career?
yeah.
By adversity, I mean he's got red hair and now going bald.
I was wondering where this was going.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking too.
But he's really marshalling the
Former-
troops in the back line
Former
today.
Grovedale player.
Why-
That's where you'd know him from.
Whitey set himself up and
Yep.
knocked it down, didn't he? Beautifully done.
Yes. Connors is sitting over the footy. The umpire says you're gone.
It's
Very
really not
quick.
as funny when you have to explain, is it?
Free kick to Patton.
He did marshalling the troops very well though in the back line. Has all season, I know.
Yeah, Lang just takes the relieving mark at centre half back. Decides not to. Goes back to have another look at it. Then goes out wide. Finds his teammate there, Paddy Dowling. Dowling with the bright green boots. Getting quite dark, boys, isn't it?
Yeah, starting to.
Daylight saving sooner than later. Dowling spears it in.
Wow.
Finds McMahon. That one is Dylan. Comes out wide. Finds
Oh, they're going to
Damien.
get the three here. They're
Come
going
on,
to get the
get
three.
to-
He's on.
Come on, get
He's
it
on
to
for
him.
the third.
McMahon.
He
Give
still
it
might
to
get
him.
it
Give it to him. No.
No.
Hayden just couldn't work hard enough and he's turned it over, Damien, almost. No, it's got through to Paddy Dowling. Just shrugs off a tackle.
Good strength through the
Yeah,
core.
through the
wasn't
core.
it?
And he's
But-
found his man. What a kick, too. Dylan couldn't quite hold the mark. It was favoured him, but he couldn't grab it. Rounds did well to hold him up. Gillies comes hard.
Did
hits
really
the body.
well.
Takes the man and gets
Look
it out.
out.
McMahon's going to find his man in blood. Is he getting there? He is.
Oh,
Garner.
yeah.
That's Garner, sorry.
Yep.
He's going to play on quickly, Garner, and snap it around the corner and kick a goal.
Ah!
Well done.
He's finally
There's
got
the 100. There's the 100.
1-3, Jared
It makes
Garner.
them lead 102 points here at Simmons Stadium. That's 19-12, 126 to 3-6-24. An absolute bloodbath here.
10 and a half
Thanks
minutes.
to Buckley's Entertainment Centre.
10 and a half minutes of this last quarter.
Torquay now lead by
Oh.
20.
Jeez.
Wow. He comes in all over the top. You don't know where it come from, do you? 20 points. Was 3 points or something a little while ago, wasn't it?
It was.
Kicking away.
Similar timeline to us, so that'd be that's a commanding position, I would think.
Just about game, you'd assume.
And it's Inverleigh by 1 point.
Wow.
The GD.
Oh, wee.
Hey, there you go. That's
Inverleigh.
one to follow.
See, the putt breeze works everywhere except here.
Pup breeze.
So we've had a stoppage after the ball up.
Yeah.
We haven't moved very far. We've actually exited the centre circle, but that's about it. So it's thrown back up to Stevenson and Snowden in the ruck there. Connors threw that one away trying to kick it. The umpire said, keep
That was-
going.
yeah.
Stevenson kicks the ball inside 50. Sheringham down there now.
Oh, he's handballed it.
Stolen. Stolen away by Wade, who's
Umpire took a
come good the
tumble.
longer this game's gone on. Welsh's kick is interesting. Didn't really go near it, teammate.
Toddy. Big Toddy.
Toddy threw that one too. Lynch has got it inside the centre circles. Here they go. They should be able to work something out here, Bale Park. Long kick. And he's found his man. Who's
Costello.
that? That's Costello.
Yep.
Costello's taken the mark 40 metres out on about a
Going
40
back.
degree angle. He's going to have a shot.
Hasn't got the journey.
Kirch has
Those
written him
little
off.
legs.
Hasn't got the legs.
Those little
They're
legs.
only little.
Those little legs, and he's going to have to kick from 45. He's
Not-
48 probably.
Benny Brown's going.
Not one player's made a lead for him, so
Oh, they're confident.
confidence.
They're a lot more confident than me,
Yeah.
Farnsey.
they're not listening to us, obviously.
Or they're tired. Maybe
They
that's
are
it.
tired.
Probably it's Costello approaches. He breaks the 50 mark now and kicks on his left.
He's got
Eventually,
Close.
oh, he's kicked a front punt, wobbly thing that's gone through the behinds. I guess it kind of made the distance,
It
but
did.
A front punt wobbly thing. That's a very accurate description. It's Hayden McMahon brings it out from full-back. Up they go. Oh, Sheringham takes a really good mark. Very good overhead, Tim Sheringham, the good Sheringham. They miss the bad Sheringham. Goes into the middle of the ground. Paddy Bright. Karaoke King. Another one of Buzz's nemesises.
Disco Boy.
playing more in the back line.
Yeah. Paddy Bright goes to the outer side. Oh, kicks it to Garth. 3-on-1 on that occasion. Paul goes to ground. Oh, it almost got one eye. The St Mary's player at the bottom of that from Costello. That was Welsh. The ball goes in. Umpire says, give it to me. You've wrestled enough. We'll have a ball up. 20 out from the Bell Park goal.
So Johnson or Banjanin haven't come back on since three-quarter time, so both
Yep.
cues are in the rack there.
On ice, you'd assume.
Yep.
Thanks for that, Whitey. Haven't heard much from you lately.
Whack!
There's a rough tackle that's been called there on one of the McMahons. So St Mary's take the advantage. He's not hurt by the looks of it. Just sort of slung away after he handballed it off. Wade's got it in his back 50 for St Mary's. He goes down the line towards Whitey. McMullen's taken a last juggling mark. Took that one off his bootstraps.
Almost nobody in St Mary's forward half. just starting to file back now.
Just a bit of
getting
analysis from the
involved,
pub, yes. Connors switches the play. McMahon's got Lang to give to, but he bounces.
Very
bounces it
clever.
over his own head somehow. Sherman's got it inside the centre square now. Eventually it came to Lang.
McMahon will get this back.
Back to Sherman, and he goes short to
does.
McMahon.
Yes.
So Hayden's got it. He goes to Sherman. Worked our way to Adams at
look at
5
this.
possessions each to each other. Snowden's
Deserves
got
to
it.
take a mark. Big happy feet.
It's about 60 out from goal.
Van Jannen's just taking a drink of
Dobson
water.
wants it
Barnesy.
out the back, but he goes in short. Gillies can't make it.
Comes out to this commentary side.
You're welcome. Music workshop.
Knocked away from Hutchison. Goes into the forward 50.
well done.
Just a really late spoil on Dobson. Comes back to Hyder. Hyder's wrapped up in the tackle by O'Leary. Coughs out the back.
Fred, I
Dobson
think
over the fence she goes. We'll have a throw in. 14 gone, nearly 15. It's a 101-point margin here. And we got the close one. Well, we got the only one. So
This has probably been the biggest margin commentator of the year, isn't it?
just about. Yeah, I think it would be. Out the back it goes. Weird ass kick there from McMahon, wasn't it? And he finds Gillies. He kicked it inside out off the side
Unorthodox,
of
but
his boot.
effective.
Somehow managed to get it to be a drop punt as well. I don't really know how that happened, but it landed in Gillies' lap.
Sorry to interrupt while you're eating.
This for 5.
Who's eating?
Yep. Barnesy, mate. There was 2 sandwiches left for you, and he's eaten them both.
Stacked with ham. Really good spread today. Hats off to the Cardinia Park Trust if they compiled them in their kitchen.
Gillies, as you mentioned, already got 4. This for 5. This to stretch it to 107. He likes it. That's his 5th. Good effort from him. With their focal point.
How do you reckon that would have went down at the start of the game if we were giving out tips and someone said 107 points for the margin at the end?
No.
We laughed out of the building.
Oh, yeah, close to that.
Probably send them down to the boundary line, I guess.
Everyone would have been comforting, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Looked after each other.
Yeah.
St
Oh,
Mary's.
don't be silly.
St Mary's a plus 15 in kicks for the quarter.
Good work, Wilbur. Don't get distracted by the lunatics on the fence.
Nah.
Back in the middle. Up they go Stevenson and McMullen. Couple of new names in the middle there for the moment. He tries to crash his way through his Ian Alley, put it under his armpit, and the umpire said, give it to me, guys. We're not going anywhere. We'll ball it up. It's moved a metre, that footy. So they go through it again. McMullen won that one, knocked it over. Connors. Throw, he said.
Yeah.
And the free kick goes to Jack O'Bright. No, it doesn't. It's Lynch.
Pushed himself up on the ball, perhaps Jack O'Bright trying to get his hands on it. He's been unsighted today, really.
Yeah, that's created the +1 for St Mary's.
I get the feeling it's a little late, though.
Torquay's starting to run away with it. It's 14-11-95 to Bowen Heads 9-14-68.
Big Shorts came out of full forward there. Looks like they've made another move down there. But he couldn't take the mark. He ended up just punching it out of bounds so he could get himself into a ruck contest.
And Inverleigh lead by 10 in the GD.
Well, there you go.
Need Inverleigh to win, so then my tip for them and Bannockburn in the granny could be right.
Oh, Wilbur.
President of Bannockburn is owner of Music Workshop.
Correct.
Oh, Music Workshop,
Yep.
shout out.
The ball's at the Music Workshop end of the ground at the moment.
Good. Pup, would you want us to go home? You just finish it off for us. This ball up, 15 out from the Bell Park. You are a superstar! Big Shorts, get around him!
That's goal of the day.
That's
Surely we've got to give him something.
Feels.
Absolutely.
Got to give him something.
Deserves it too. He's worked hard all day.
Absolutely. And look at him jogging back to the middle of Big Shorts. He's loving it.
His work rate around the ground is
He's phenomenal.
Fitness is
Garth,
coming to the fore now.
I know you've kicked 90, but this is how you do it, son.
Yeah. Rested down there for 30 seconds and bag one.
Well, I was
There's a
just
lesson
looking,
for you.
where is
Garth
Jared Garth,
He's been
boys?
on the bench for some time. He
Yep.
did come to the bench. He's still there.
They've put him on ice.
Yep.
So on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, that's 4-7-31 to Bell Park. 20-12-132. Still 101 points, boys. Well, comes out is Damien McMahon. Dishes off the handball to Hayden. Hayden McMahon's hands go across to McMullen. Oh, he threw that away, umpire. Yeah, you got that. Free kick to Patton.
So Patton's got it.
Oh, you're
I
still eating. He's eating again, guys.
Just trying to finish my sandwich, Milky. As Todd couldn't take the mark down there in the
geez.
forward 50.
Unlucky not to get a free kick there.
Costello snaps it in. Oh, it's gone through McMahon and over the top to Damien McMahon.
Oh,
Paddy Dowling, he's got
Paddy
a very
Dowling.
strong core, doesn't he? You can't really tackle him. Seems to put the ball up and then just wade
moves
through.
really well.
Looks like he's carrying something through water the way he holds it above his head.
Oh, well done.
Snowden
Well done,
works his way
mate.
through a couple of opponents. McMullen handballs inside. Working hard, there's Ling, who's worked hard all day. Hayden McMahon handballs off. They're waxing a little bit here. Garner's got his stand still. Stuffs it up a little bit. They're working it out slowly. Ling goes out to this side. McMullen's got it on the boundary. Kicks down the line finally. Benstead's parked under this one though. Oh, he's dropped it. Snowden's got it.
Could pick
Handballs
up.
back. Dobson
work.
on the left. Little chipping ball. Here comes Gillies. Can't get in the way. Oh, dropping it. just missed his boot a little bit there. It was Alfred. We're going to have a ball up as Dobson is snared by a couple of opponents.
Garner saw where the ball was going, went straight at him and just grabbed him in a tackle.
St. Mary's a plus 20 in handballs.
Up they go. Big Shorts tries to grab it, comes out to McMahon, who dishes out the handball to McMullen. No, sorry, to Garner. Garner's hands picked up by Ian Ellie. He's run over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in.
That was the story of the day there, though, that passage of play just here right in front of me where they just handballed and handballed. They didn't panic, and they got someone open and pushed it forward. It's terrific.
Yeah, they picked their way through it without sort of panicking and slamming on the boot wider. You're right.
Just like you're picking your way through the box of sandwiches
Well,
there.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
But you don't give me much of a chance as there's a free kick here for something. It's going to go to Big Shorts.
It's going to go to
No.
St Mary's.
What for?
Gotta go
Get
to
over
Snowden.
near where you made the decision, umpire. Stand there pointing.
The umpire's walking backwards away
Backwards.
from it as Snowden kicks an ugly kick inside 50. That's a shocker. Bright's marked at Jackson. At centre half back, he chips this one out towards Rounds. Gets to him eventually. Over the top, they've got one here. Who's that? That's Ian Ellie. He's got it.
He's got the extra one now.
It looks like Zach Sherman's running to make space for him. Might have been the only one working. He's not even on his team. It's Jackson Bright's going to get it back in the middle. He kicks it back out wide towards Rounds. Would have had a lot of the ball today, Rounds. Worked hard. He's a workhorse.
Yeah, he works hard. Needs a few.
on the barrel.
He's on the barrel.
Gone
He's
the top,
unloaded
he's-
the big torpor.
Uncorked the genie. He couldn't quite get it. Forward bound. Jannon's back on the field.
He is.
Kirsch.
Yep.
Handballed over his Damien McMahon. He falls
Bloody
over his
might
own
have picked
feet. Picks it up and he's gone.
He's
Sheringham's
gone,
got
he
him.
got him.
That's holding the
Yeah.
ball up
That is
here.
holding the ball, umpire, right in front of you.
No. What?
Oh,
no.
The other umpire was within 2 feet of
What
it.
is going on there?
This umpire is not right.
He blew his whistle, ran over, and then made his decision.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everybody was looking. And Sherman's going to load up from outside 50.
Go.
got a
Big
fair
man.
run.
Oh,
Got
wow.
plenty of it.
He's hoofed that one home. Nice
Well
goal
done,
for
Tim Sheringham.
It's a big kick.
Lovely goal.
1-2 for
Play,
the
coach.
afternoon for Tim.
Moved himself around a little bit at times. I would like to see him just sit in the middle for an extended period, but
Yeah.
sure he has his own reasons. That brings the margin back down under 100. Bell Park 5-7-37. St Mary's 20-12, 132. We need another goal to them if we're going to get this 100 margin. We played 22 minutes thanks to Buckley Entertainment Centre.
21 points of difference in the Bellarine.
That's got to be nearly game time, and I don't think they'll get back.
Just got to finish my sandwich milk if that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. Go for it. Pass. I don't reckon it's more than that one. I reckon he's had 10 of the bloody things as the ball comes back. Goes out to Banjanin. Little Banjo kicks off a step. Rounds. Slight shove, but got away with it. Then goes wide. Looking for Herman. Ball's fisted away from him. Comes out to the boundary line where O'Leary just manages to just kick it over the fence and we'll have a throw in. Right in front of us. Whitey's down there somewhere. He's checking his text messages, I can see, just to see who's sending him messages. That movie star son of his, I'm tipping.
No, it's VFL scores, actually.
Comes out. Tyler Stack. Cross to O'Connor. O'Connor, they're starting to finish off with a bit of run here.
Yeah.
To Costello. Costello puts it out in front of Stevenson. He's got Riley Hall. Almost takes the mark. Ball goes down. Picked up. Ball. Good.
Oh.
Just a handballed that straight to Toddy Stevenson. Not as at the fall.
Oh.
Oh,
I
And
thought that
it's
was
just
coming
gone
in
through
there.
for a minor score. I'll give that to Toddy Stevenson, eh?
Had a crack at it as Lang's going to take the kick out now.
Bell Post Hill have kicked a goal and brought the margin to 4.
Ooh. Don't turn over to Pulse, but I'd be tempted to do so if I were you. As Lang, he's kicked that
kicked on the
straight out of
full.
bounds.
Out the full.
wow.
He's trying to
What
kick
a
that
rare
to the
mistake.
GFL. That was
Rare
a shocker.
mistake.
I think he might have tried to talk or something there.
Yeah.
I think he might just be told politely not to do that ever again.
Jacko Bright, that is, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It's so
Oh, yeah.
far away.
Look at that.
Finds Lockie Patton. 30 metres out.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that. I think that they've firmly put the cue in the rackets and Marys, but Mitchell will still come down hard on that on the review.
Perhaps watch for the celebration, Lockie Patton.
Oh, yes, here we go.
He might be
Double pumps.
Yeah.
I reckon we'll see it. I've got to be honest with you. I reckon we'll see
I
it.
reckon he's an offender.
He won't do it, I reckon.
Comes in, kicks the goal, and watch him.
Oh, no,
He's just running in circles. He's looking for someone to come to me.
Someone
come to me.
He wanted it.
Give me the high five.
Someone high five.
He just wanted something.
Didn't get one.
100 points is out of the equation, boys, I reckon. 24 minutes gone. Just ticked over. 6-7-43 Bell Park. They trail St Mary's 20 goals 12, 132.
20 goals. That's...
Yep.
A lot of goals.
Yep. It's not as many as 21, but it is a lot.
So it's thrown up in the middle.
He's right, Kirsch.
Vale wins the tap again. Dowling again just puts the ball over his head.
Does, doesn't he?
Just shakes his way through. And it's fumbled towards the Bell Park end. They're starting to finish with a bit of run. Big Shorts is sat. Someone sat in his back. He's got the Frankie, gives it off to Patton. Chips this one inboard, looking for Stevenson. He's been okay since they've moved him up there. He's providing a target. A bit more mobile than Garth, perhaps, as the ball's handballed out to Damien McMahon. Scoots away and kicks long to Lang. Had to wait for it, but he's got it. Dobson's over the top of it, can move it.
Yep.
No, he can't. Well smothered by Benstead on the mark. And that's trickled over the boundary line.
It looks better as this game goes on, Bell Park. If they can only have 12 quarters.
Yes, I was about to say that.
12? I'm not
If
sure
we played until midnight, that'd be a chance.
Yeah.
Jackson Sheringham been sitting down here next to the Bell Park bench all day. Boys, I just asked if he wouldn't mind a chat after the game, but he wasn't too obliging.
Okay.
Probably when I said music workshop, he got confused.
That was the bad Sheringham there you're talking about. Suppose Patton's again wrapped up in a tackle.
Torquay
Bob
now
Welsh.
15-11, 101.
To what?
Bowen Heads 10-15, 75.
Benstead has the run here, but he doesn't take the mark. He comes out to Garner, really good with his hands, gets it to Ling. He gets a bumped off it. Ball comes back to Reed, dishes off the handball, goes to Costello. Costello's livened up in this last quarter, but finds his teammate. And good mark. That's O'Connor, is it? The ball comes back. No, that's O'Connor right there. So that can't have been him. He spears one in and finds Manganelli.
Manganelli.
Haven't called his name. I reckon I've called him twice for the game. So, where's that coming from?
As Kirsch busts out the racing.
Oh, okay. Here comes Manganelli to kick the 7th goal for Bell Park. Goes close to the line. Oh, there it is. There's your mark of the day. And it is that man, Tim Sheringham.
Just might have had a couple of words too as he got up. I think he looked in the direction of his opponents.
Do you reckon he'll goal from here?
Yep.
No. Gonna have to run around.
So I like to stay on top of the rotations, ban Jannon off the ground again.
Thanks, Whitey.
Sheringham managed to get a minor score with that one.
Bell Park for the first time leading marks inside 50.
With one.
Wow.
No,
They've had a few this quarter.
they've had 6 to St Mary's 4.
They only had, what, 2 the whole of the last quarter?
2 for the whole game.
Oh, there you
Before
go.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Big turn. They clearly have finished with a bit of run. I think St Mary's has also just tapered off.
They've
Understandably.
Yeah.
Dowling's got this one. Snowden. He
Wow,
hasn't
he has
stopped.
a bounce, the big fella.
He's
Happy feet.
Didn't even want to look forward.
He was running directly away from the goals immediately. Sherman marks. He gives it off. Ham, this one is. He handles it over to Ling. Approaching the 50.
It's a good kick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's got there.
Oh, it's in his
play
knees.
on.
Dobson marked that between his
And the
legs.
siren's gone. Dobson robbed of a goal there. I'm not sure what happened. It must have been touched on the way
Yeah,
through.
Must have
probably.
been.
The umpire didn't like it, but it's not going to really bother him, I don't think, tonight when he sits back and has a nail or two, because they've had a very good win here, St Mary's. Finished up 20-12, 132 over Bell Park, 6-8-44. That's an 88-point win.
So, in
Garth calf.
that
Yeah,
last...
Jared Garth got his calf heavily strapped and
That's
iced.
big news to watch.
Garth's calf.
Yeah, that is.
That could be really serious for them next week when they play the winner of our game tomorrow.